I graduated.
Good morning, everybody. Joined here with Tyler and Johnny for the last week of the regular season of the 5PL and the Cargill side of things. How are you guys doing this morning?
Wonderful.
Tyler?
Good. I can't believe it's the last week already.
I know, it feels like it's gone by so fast, but still lots of excitement here to come. Johnny is actually on location at Toffler in Calgary. He's in the party room, if you're wondering about the lovely balloons. But lots of exciting stuff coming up today. We'll take a look at our little match layout. So starting off, we have the Roses versus the Venom. Then the Venom are taking on Pinsanity, so east-west battle. And then again, we have Pinsanity playing the Carnage. And then the big match to end the day, we have the Top of Roses taking on the Calgary Carnage, which will certainly be really exciting. Anything you guys are particularly excited to see? I know there's some possibility for some spoilers today, people looking to solidify their playoff position, maybe get into that top spot.
Yeah, I think like every match is going to be exciting today because every match has consequences. Roses are playing for the top spot. Venom and Carnage are kind of fighting for that fifth spot, and Pinsanity is playing to be a spoiler.
Yeah, this is a day where literally every single point could make the difference on so much in your season. Like this could come down to 1 point out of playoffs or 1 point out of the bye, and Pinsanity just gets the bragging rights of haha, I knocked you out.
Yeah, certainly. It's a fun position to be in sometimes. I mean, obviously they would have liked their season to go a little bit better, but if you can have some spoilers at the end of the season, that's always nice to end on a high note. But yeah, so for our first match here, we have the Venom versus the Roses. So we'll bring in our coaches just to chat a little bit briefly. All right. So we actually have Stacy with Johnny. And we have Rhonda here joining us as well. Rhonda, how are you this morning?
I'm well. How are you?
Not too bad. And Stacy, how are you?
A little early, Rhonda.
You're welcome. I gave money for that, so.
So how's the team feeling on your side of things, Rhonda? Obviously, you know what needs to be done today. Sort of looking ahead to the playoffs. How are you guys feeling?
Good. I mean, mathematically, it's still there, so we're gonna just bowl our best and see how the cards fall, right? So.
For sure. And then Stacy, you guys are obviously in a little bit of a different position. You've done well this season. Obviously, looking to get that first round bye and get into that top spot. How are folks feeling down at the lanes this morning?
Pretty good. I mean, it's a typical Roses Sunday where, Parker just showed up like 10 minutes ago.
Of course.
And, everybody's just ribbing everybody. It's just a regular Sunday for us.
Yeah, for sure. And Stace, what's your lineup looking like for this morning?
I can't read it.
I know what it is. I can also say it.
It's Parker, Marcello, Rich, Carol, Michaela, and Derek, and Christine are on the bench.
Great. And then Rhonda, what about you guys?
We're at Aaron, Mike, Maddie, Bob, Jesse, and Marco and myself are on the bench.
Awesome.
And for those that don't know, Dakota hasn't played for a while, and she just had a baby girl. So.
I know. So exciting. That was my next thing. I was like, when I go through my names, Dakota just had a baby, so congratulations to her. Very exciting. Saw all the cute pictures online, so that's great. Awesome. All right. Well, let you guys get to bowling, and we'll chat with you both after the match.
Thank you. Good luck, Stacey.
Awesome. So I'm just going to run through our lineups here quickly. So for the Venom, we have Bob Herman, Aaron King, Maddie Harms, Mike Warren, Jesse Bailey, Margot Sang, Dakota Heth, and Rhonda McDougall, obviously managed by Rhonda, we were just chatting with, bowling out of Scottsdale Lanes. And then we have the Toppler Roses with Parker Anderson, Rich Weber, Derek Holm, Marcello Jurisic, Daryl Wood, Christine Poksa, Michaela Sanderson, managed by Stacy Weber, bowling out of Toppler Bowl here in Calgary. So with that, we'll get things going.
That's for some how to pronounce Marcello's last name. So thank you for that. It's good to know for the Open.
Whether you can pronounce Marcello?
No, his last name.
Oh, his last name. Oh, okay. I was like, how can you not pronounce his first name? That's pretty painful.
I was going to ask, does anyone know if BC's Open is this week as well?
Yes, it is. I'm
okay,
almost
so
100% sure. Yeah, it's Easter weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. So they're also playing.
Yeah.
Right before they probably all head off to wherever they're hosting.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure where it was. Coralie was on last week. Obviously, she's up in the north, and she was talking about going down for the Open. So obviously, it's not up north. We can ask Rhonda when she's back after the match, or ask somebody who might know where they're bowling, or somebody in the comments will tell us maybe. Then we can show Johnny the wonderful comment feature.
Yes, all of our BC viewers that are up early.
Yeah, really, I know. Well, we see Derek throwing a practice ball over there, and Parker is now up to bat, hopefully. Yes, ready to go. So I'm really curious to see like what lane the Carnage end up bowling on.
It looks like
they normally
3 and 4
today. 3 and 4, yeah, because they normally bowl on lane 4. So okay,
that's what it looks like. When I came down, they had the ladder set up there.
Yeah, so that'll be a little bit interesting, obviously. For those who don't know Toppler super well, the Roses typically play on lane 6, where they are right now. And then the Carnage would just be 2 lanes over on lane 4 or lane 3, depending on how the setup goes.
I think she should have squeezed in, done like 5 and 6 day. They should play on the same set.
Well, it would have made it really easy for me to, set up the cameras. I could have just done one big screen. But that's okay. Want to give a big shout out to Parker. I'm sure you guys saw his Open profile. He has a high single of 451. Never been done before. Just want to give a shout out for that. I don't know if Tyler just heard what I said.
I did not. Sorry.
I was talking about Parker's high single of 451, according to his singles profile for, Open provincials.
I did see that. I thought
the
that was
problem with Parker's ego is it's bad enough that he does have a perfect game. We don't need to give him any more than that.
No, I know. But, the one thing is he doesn't remember what year we went to nationals. I had to correct it on his form again.
I'm surprised we even let him fill out forms.
That's actually true.
At least they're being filled out. I'm sure there's lots of people that just...
Oh, Rich playing a little bit of football over there. The field goal.
And you got the Venom on the other side, just lining it down the score sheet.
Yeah, it might be early in the morning in BC, but they're certainly wide awake and ready to go. On the Roses side, a couple head pins, so not what they're looking for getting started on the day, but still lots of match. And we do know from this season that the Roses are really great at finishing out their matches.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
I don't know, Ty. Yeah, another good ball on the Venom side. I don't know, Ty, if you have some of the averages pulled up, ready to go, that I can take a look. We can chat about those a little bit here.
Absolutely. On the Venom side, you just saw Jessie throw an absolute bomb, and she's averaging 276 with shots like that, playing 85 frames. Aaron King at the top of their lineup, averaging 275, so really close. Bob Herman, 263. Matt Harms, 251. Mike Warren, 266. Dakota, 256. Rhonda, 252. And then Marco is at a 205. but some really strong averages proving why they are in playoff contention.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, and again, a big congratulations to Dakota on the birth of, I think, her daughter. I think it was a girl.
So,
And that's why we haven't seen her for the last little while in those Venom matches. So the Roses here looking to sort of pick things up, get away from those head pins, start building some marks early in the game. Obviously, they're in a different position as we were talking about earlier. They already have 52.5 points, if I'm not mistaken. So they're looking to take hold of that top spot in the Cargill division to have that bye in the playoffs. So Cello with another great ball there.
They have also been averaging quite strong. Their bench players, Christine and Derek, averaging 226 and 246. Marcello's at 220. And then you got Daryl averaging 262, Rich 279, Parker 291, and Michaela 288. And their emergency spare, Johnny Mac, averaging 308, I think, for your 8 frames. 303.
8 frames.
Hey, it was good enough to get me this sweater, so it bought me this sweater for it.
I see that, kids. Hard work does pay off in the form of merchandise.
Yes.
Yeah.
And actually, I have a game-worn Rich Weber Toppler Roses jersey that I got to take home as well.
Oh, did you wash it or no?
I slept in it that night, and then I washed it.
Okay, of course. That tracks.
So better frame for Roses there. Michaela obviously not able to add to the strike count, but I don't think they'll be too upset with 4 strikes on a double.
No, certainly an improvement from the 3 head pins the frame prior.
Yeah.
It's hard as a coach to ever complain when your team puts up 4 out of 5.
Yeah. And we will have a different commentator joining us for our second and third matches here. Johnny needs to go coach his mixed team. He didn't realize he had to commentate on all matches, not just the Roses. So we'll have someone else joining us for the second and third games here. It won't just be Tyler and I. We don't want people to get bored of hearing our voices. But we'll have a special guest joining us. Yeah, as exciting as we are.
Great shot.
Another great ball from Bob. He's always a surprise when he finally ventures out onto the lane because we can't see him standing at the back. And I'm like, oh, there he goes. There's another strike.
It's a great angle to see the pins. It's just a little hard to see.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting seeing how every team has their lane camera set up a little bit differently. But as long as we can see the pins, that's sort of the primary focus here. On a great ball from Jesse. A little bit heavy, but they all fell and get to the outcome she was certainly looking for. Yeah.
Yeah, she has great rotation on that ball. Throws that a little bit of an aggressive hook from what we traditionally see, but it has so much stuff on it that if it finds the side of the head pin, you know it's gonna break for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aaron wasting no time getting up there and throwing that one.
Yeah. Another great shot from Aaron.
Oh, not what we were looking for from the Roses. Aaron has been a staple on the top of the Venom lineup for their last 2 seasons.
Ooh. Mike with that head pin. Certainly not what he was looking for, especially with Cello coming in a little bit hot with that double. But still, I mean, we're only in the third frame. There's lots of game left. Sort of anything can happen at this point, but both teams are still, throwing well. It's early in the morning.
We're seeing one of those all or nothing kind of days so far. Strikes or head pins.
Yeah.
Usually a sign that the players are feeling just a little tight. Obviously, knowing how important today is, really wanting those good shots.
Yeah.
I wonder I'm just looking at like the
Ooh.
Venom. The wall almost looks like it has like a light feature.
I don't
It's
know
like a
if
neon.
it's paint or if it's actually a light. I feel like that'd be really distracting if it was an actual
Uh,
light.
That's what
It looks like it's
thinking.
the reflection.
Yeah, but is
of
the light
a light.
is the light better than the carpet wall at Toppler? That's like a sensory nightmare. I can't even look at it.
The
Air
painted
Force
carpet.
that carpet, and I don't think his hand felt the same for like 3 weeks.
Oh my god. Another good ball from Rich there.
You get like superpowers if you touch that carpet.
Yeah, Tyler, I think you should try on Monday night.
I'll
See
let
what
you all
happens.
know. There we
Another
go.
great ball from Daryl.
Correcting those head pins from that first frame. Another one.
Yeah, Bob crossing the head pin, getting everything to fall. Great way to start his game.
I
Michaela's
love watching
again.
Bob bowl. He's been so good for so long. I just love watching that guy.
Yeah.
Play.
Good ball for Michaela there as well.
If I remember correctly, I believe Bob is the only person to win Open and Master singles in the same year nationally. I believe.
Ooh,
I think
that's,
that
I know he did it in the same year. I doubt anyone else has done that. That is a pretty intense feat
quite
to
the
take.
feat.
To win both in the same year is you got to be pretty good for an entire year to do that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I think you are right.
Right.
Or if there was someone else, there's only like one other person. Like it's not
Yeah.
like there's a long list of people that has accomplished that.
Jennifer Smith or Jen Marshall.
Oh, yeah, I say Jen did it. Yeah.
She is both. I know that. I just
Was
didn't know
it
if
the
it
same
was
year?
year.
Actually,
Hers
it was the
actually
same. I was
the
gonna
exact
say.
same year
they both-
as Bob Herman. It was both in '97. Those are
Wow.
the only two people to have done so.
Well, yeah, that was a great year to be one of them. A horrible year if you were any other professional bowler in the country.
But yeah, you
Yeah,
were
certainly quite the accomplishment, that's for sure.
oh,
Well, that's
Cello. That makes that
not
second
ideal.
match a lot closer, especially with Mike throwing that strike in 4.
better shot from Matt there.
Okay, Matt goes up so
Little
nonchalant. You can't tell if he's bowling good or he's bowling bad. He doesn't show much emotion. It's always even Steven, just going up, throwing some bombs,
Oh,
walking up the lane.
he almost got 15.
Almost, but
Yeah.
not quite.
I want to see some crazy.
Get in again.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Oh, way off
Oh,
target
that
for Bob
was
there.
yeah. Oh,
You could tell
That
just
kind
as soon as it left his hand.
yeah, it just dropped a little bit early, didn't get it out in the lane, and just
Does that count as a
didn't
commentator?
move.
Talk about how good he is, and then he throws the 3-pin on a 3-bagger.
Well, it could have been a deuce,
Well,
Johnny. It could have been worse. Commentator curse is usually like head pins.
Yeah. Frames of Shame's always looking for their next representative. So good cleanup from Rich there, doing what he can. See, Roses are definitely going to want to put some sparables between these strikes.
Mhm.
It's good that they're on the middle, but
Oh, good
Good
push from
push.
Daryl there. Yeah. Yeah, certainly just strikes and head pins is not necessarily what you want, especially when they're coming and just interrupting a run, right? If you can get some spares, you can at least keep building some points.
exactly.
Frame over frame. And a good cover for Daryl there to keep the black marks flowing. Oh.
Oh. Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh,
I don't know what she thought that was, but turned around pretty quickly.
Yeah, she either knew that was really good or thought it was going
Or
to be
thought
a
it was a
headwind for
headwind,
sure,
yeah.
and then just rolled with it.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? That's okay. I'll accept my fate either way. But
Big
definitely
to come in and get something going before that commercial break. You had potential 3-4 baggers coming against you, and only one survived.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, certainly.
Michaela just came to inform me she turned around because she thought that she punched.
Okay.
Okay. Really important update from Johnny.
Insider
Another
scoop.
chop off. Another chop off for the Roses.
This is like a 5-pin universe exclusive or 5PL exclusive on-site reporting.
Well, yeah, originally we wanted to have, Rachel there with a little microphone and doing on the lane interviews, but alas, she had to work, so.
Parker.
Oh, Parker with the chopped cherry. He needs that shirt you have, Tyler.
I do have the chopped cherry shirt.
Where did you find the chopped cherry shirt?
That's 5-pin universe merch.
That
was it actually? I didn't realize that. Oh, it's just
ones though, isn't it? Like that's an old one.
It is a few seasons old, yes.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, I don't remember this.
It might have even been a before COVID.
Yeah, I feel like that was one of the very first like merch drops that they did.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
when
Venom
when I was not bowling, so Venom is lighting it up, yeah.
Yeah, they've got 3 doubles at the top of their lineup. Bob and Jesse are going to look to jump back on the strike train. That looks pretty good.
Yeah. Yes. Great ball for Bob. Got it back out in the lane.
Really nicely done.
We weren't talking again about how great Bob was, just ranting and raving. He was like, okay, I'll just show them what I can do.
With Venom, I mean, they came in this morning knowing what they needed to do, and they're putting it up there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and the Roses
for our viewers at home. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Maria.
I was going to say the Roses again, just looking a little bit tight here. I'm likely going to see some substitutions after the commercial break, but yeah, certainly the Venom coming out swinging, knowing what they need to do.
I mean, Rich, I don't think has ever thrown a strike following a commercial break, so I'd be surprised if he sees the next frame.
For our viewers at home, Venom,
be a little bit optimistic.
Oh, he'll fully admit it. It's his stat. They told me that he's never thrown one.
Honestly, that's incredible.
The Venom are sitting at 39 points right now, and they are trying to catch the Crushers, who are sitting at 52.
Yeah, we just take a quick look here. And then we have the Carnage who will be joining us later today with 41.5 points, who again are looking to get into that 5th spot and catch the Crushers. So some really important matches today, certainly, and we'll see how these teams can keep things going. Coming back from the commercial break, we have the Roses with 521 with that double working and that one other strike. And then on the Venom side, we have them at 641. It's a bit blurry. I think it's 641. With those 3 doubles, that strike and that spare working. So we'll see how things shake out in the second half.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centers across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
financial freedom begins with financial literacy.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm thrilled to be a sponsor. My journey began as a teacher because of my deep passion for education. I brought that same passion into the financial world to help families achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about knowing more. That's why I'm here to help you make smart decisions with insurance, investing, and lending, all in one place. I'm Dave, and together we'll help you achieve financial freedom.
All right, and we're back again for the second half. We're going to see a couple changes in the Roses lineup. I believe we have Derek in for Parker, and we have Christine in for Rich. So, Johnny, you were right in your suspicions. We're not going to get a chance to see Rich throw not a strike after the commercial break, but hopefully these changes will shake up things a little bit and get some marks flowing.
Wow.
Gotta go grab his other ball from lane 7 and 8 where he's practicing.
We also got some insider information from BC. Jennifer Neff has let us know that it is in fact a light feature that sometimes changes color while you're bowling.
Oh,
So
goodness.
is it set to this color because it's like the Venom color?
I don't know.
Because I mean, to me,
Maybe.
it looks like greeny yellow. Like they have like mood lighting for your team. That sounds pretty electric. Oh,
Ooh,
and a nice ball for Mike to keep those strikes flowing.
yes.
Certainly, that match has flip-flopped in who's been leading things off. With a couple opens for cello here, and some head pins, but.
And then Charmaine let us know that BC Open Provincials are this coming week in Prince George.
Oh, they are up north. Wow. Well, north-ish. Like, you can almost go up to Alaska, but.
I'm surprised that you know where Prince George is. I have not a clue.
Because my uncle used to live near Prince George.
Your family lived everywhere.
This is correct. I was like,
First
up
ball
until
from
I think like
Christine.
a month ago, Rich didn't know that my mother was my mother. I was like, oh, that's really funny.
It wasn't until Open Trials last year that I found
Ooh,
Annette was Melinda's mom. That's
a little bit embarrassing. And a good cover for Christine there, coming in off the bench for Rich.
Venom are not slowing down though.
No. Well, they definitely ate their Wheaties this morning. You're gonna have to ask Rhonda, did they have like a team breakfast? What are they drinking? Like, certainly coming in hot the way that they need to get things going.
Considering it is only just 8 o'clock there.
Yeah.
Wow. So nearly an identical frame, just flip-flopped. Stairs on the top this time instead of the bottom.
Gonna hear the cheering being picked up on Johnny's end of things, just on the other side of Toppler there. Michaela's gonna be looking to get some things going there. And certainly the Roses are gonna be looking to get some more marks flowing.
See someone throwing a ball on lane 3. I don't know who needs to be warming up Venom or looking electric.
They certainly are. We see
A
somebody
good time
going
for a
up
tangle.
to. Yeah, good time for a tangle. Take a moment, a little bit of a breather. Again, we have those 3 doubles still working, just in a different position on the Venom side, that 1 strike, and then that spare as well. And Michaela here, just a little bit wide. I'm going to look to cover that half and keep the marks flowing.
She does have a little bit of an advantage over Bailey, assuming she can get the spare here. She goes 7 pins up. Gets it
And a good
nicely.
half. Yeah. Not surprising. Certainly what we expect from the Rose's anchor bowler to be able to throw those shots when she needs to.
Yeah.
Even though pinfall's kind of starting to get away, the Roses, if they're wanting that buy, gotta pick up a couple of points here if they want any chance of that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, certainly as you said, Johnny, earlier, it's not just about winning sort of total in these matches. Every point is going to count in how things are going to look at the end of the day for the playoffs, right? So say a 5-3 split versus a 7-1 split is going to really make a difference by the end of a day today.
Absolutely. Ooh, that's that
Oh,
one. To go.
cello! Yay! Clears the deck, gets a mark.
Look.
Hopefully that'll bring back some confidence there. It's been all over the middle, just hasn't been splitting things up, so that's great.
Yeah. Well, I kind of wondered if that, 8 cleanup on the head pin would maybe just be enough to kind of loosen them up and get something else going. Oh, that took off. That moved a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like her speed was down on that one. Like it just looked
Mhm.
like it was a little tentative on it, and then just kept rotating.
Yeah.
Easy spare though.
We have a comment coming in, Johnny. You'll see the lovely feature where we can put comments up.
Oh.
We have Mark Miller. Good morning, Calgary commentating crew.
Good morning.
I guess he's up and ready to go for his match in a couple hours here.
Maybe up.
The
I'm sure
Carnage
he's
will be
probably
joining
still
us.
in this. Knowing him,
He's
yeah.
He's watching bowling, knowing he's going to be bowling in a couple hours here.
I'd say he's in his pajamas, waiting on Melinda to hopefully make him some pancakes or something.
Yeah. Got to be fueled up, ready to go
Ooh.
for the Carnage matches here.
Starting to see some more marks from the Roses. We'll see what kind of fight they can put together coming into the home stretch here. They are trailing in that team pinfall. Oh no.
So you
I
knew
know the
that as
first-
soon as it left his hand. Yeah.
Wow.
Another
great
good ball
shot.
for Michaela there.
Big shot out of Michaela.
Yeah, puts the pressure right back on Jesse.
I always wonder how many people actually are actively watching like the other team's stream. I know the couple seasons that I played, I couldn't help but watch. So I wonder how many people actually just get up and throw 10 frames and see what happens.
I feel like
Yeah,
most
I mean, I
people
know.
are watching.
Yeah, I know at Toppler they do have it on the other lane,
Yeah.
right? Like on 7
They
and
got
8,
on
they
the
have
TV,
the
yeah.
screen up. And obviously we know the coaches are watching.
Oh, gets it to go. Ooh.
Johnny as a coach, you could just imagine being like, I'm actually just not going to watch. That would be pretty crazy, but
Yeah, I don't know how many people would do that, but it's an interesting feature that you can. Like you can get up and just throw 10 frames and see what happens. I mean, in an ideal world, that's probably what most of us bowlers should do, just get up and throw the ball, but we're all a little bit too crazy for that.
I don't know who you're calling crazy, Johnny.
All of
for
us.
Yourself. We're up on a Sunday morning commentating on bowling. I think everyone's a little bit crazy then. You're right.
Yeah.
I do feel like most bowlers are just too mathematically involved to not watch. I'm sure there's a couple that don't, but
Yeah.
I think I'd feel more pressure if I wasn't watching, like, because instead, like,
Yeah.
because in the back of your mind, you're just going to be constantly thinking, like, well, what if they're front 7 right now? Like, oh, is my match already over? Like, at least if you
Yeah.
look, you might still be down a ton, or realize, you know what, I'm actually up and I'm in the driver's seat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's certainly interesting. It depends on what position you sort of are in as a bowler, if you're up and what that unknown is. And I mean, it's the same as, right, looking at stats when you're bowling in a tournament, because I know some people just don't like to know, right? Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like that's one reason that a lot of people love, say, the Regina Classic, because they have the cumulative score going for next to your name the whole time.
Yeah.
So you always kind of can see where you are,
Where
where
you're
everyone
sitting.
around you is, stuff like that.
Yeah. So that headpin does bring the Roses string of marks at the end, but they made a little bit of ground up. Matt Harms is not going to give any ground in his match, though.
he's got a Yahtzee, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I
I
believe
think that
so.
was 5.
Or, you know, as he's playing a Calgary team, we'll say Daddy's home.
Daddy is home.
Yeah.
Sickening.
It's a good shot for Daryl. I
Ty-
mean, it gives him a chance, depending on what Bob does. If Bob happens to not.
Yeah, we don't
How
want to
about
give
if
the
Bob
commentator
throws?
curse, but
Yeah, I
Ooh.
was going to say it, and then I went, oh no, I shouldn't say that.
yeah, you shouldn't wish that on somebody. That's not very nice.
So the entire Venom team already at 200 by the 8th frame. Ooh, gets that to go.
Yeah, the Venom they're just lights out. They're just given no leeway at all.
No.
Yeah, certainly have come out swinging. Looking really good today. And again, they're playing back-to-back matches, so they're up against the Roses, game 1, and then we'll be playing the Pinsanity for literally a coast-to-coast match here. I'm looking to bring that
Nearly
same
as
energy
far apart.
Yeah, I mean, it could be the Rock and Rollers, which would be a little bit further, but you know.
Yeah. Another one from Jesse. Really holding in the bottom of the lineup there.
I see what Derek gets up and does here. Just try and get some energy, continue going down that line.
Get another one? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
I mean, that
Derek
gives
there?
Derek an outside shot here too
It does, yeah.
to come back
Those
and
Yeah, we
45 pins add up
I
quickly.
say we certainly know Derek can throw strikes when he needs to. Definitely really experienced. With
Coming off
that,
an injury, too.
yeah, coming off an injury. It's great to see him bowling, throwing some strikes, hitting the middle. And Cello covering that spare.
I like the celebration there out of Mike. He had like put his wings out ready to fly, clearing the deck.
Yeah, kind of doing what he can there. See something from Christine. There we go. Great shot.
Christine.
Hey, and we got a 6
Another
pack
one.
from Maddie. And probably not the commentary people want to hear me say, but we all say Daddy's home and he brought a friend.
He brought a friend.
Yeah.
That is diabolical.
Tyler, you're gonna throw a 6-bagger tomorrow night in league, and I'm going to
I
say that to
had
you.
one last week, and I did hear such comment being made.
Okay.
Nicely done. Holy.
Bob shutting the door on that one there.
Venom just putting on a masterclass on how to win the points you need to win to make playoffs.
Yes. And Rose is trying to find, like I said, that one to give them a chance to go in and try and sweep the Carnage to get that bye. If not, looking like the Rock and Rollers will be taking that first round bye in the playoffs.
Boom. Oh, so there we see
So, the chance.
one match going to start to really swing in the Roses' favor there. Oh. Derek is ready to go. Another 10. Seems to be Jesse's style on those head pins.
Yeah. Yeah, so we certainly know that total is definitely out of reach for the Roses. But again, as Johnny was saying earlier, it's every point really counts here in determining how that
Well, that
final placement is going to look, right?
barring something crazy out of Aaron, that solidifies the first one.
Yeah, absolutely.
If he can just
Derek's
keep the
gonna-
ball on the lane and stay on the right side of the line, he'll win that point.
Yeah, Derek is
Yeah,
sitting 297
handball
max.
from Derek
Handball.
there. Yeah.
Doing what you can as a bench player there. Left spare for Beggar and off the
Yeah,
bench.
great comment.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely good way to come in.
Oh, and then just wide. Oh,
Derek forcing Stacy to have to think about the next lineup that she sets, because I know Parker usually has been sitting in that one spot for them for several years in a row now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
nicely done. So 1 point to the Venom. We're likely going to see the next 3 matches go that way as well.
Yeah, Cello's been all over the middle this game here. Not a lot of strikes, but has done what he can to make those spares when they're available. I swear that was a commentator's curse.
Like as you said it.
As I said, makes his spares and then just flies by. Okay.
Well, it's a good thing that he has open team practice coming up. He can work on some of those spares.
Yeah. Johnny, is that what you're going to make him do for 2 hours? Just practice chop-offs.
I'm going to make him go run a couple laps around the building to start as punishment and then throw out some spares.
Okay. I think that's a good plan.
Christine wide again there.
She seems just, like I said, a little hesitant on the shot, just not a whole lot of confidence on the end and just kind of laying the ball there.
Yeah.
And then that ball looked way better. Got out on the lane, finished it, looked confident, and got the result.
The second one is always easy. Matt, that's the string
Another
ball.
one.
For any
no,
of you
sorry. We have Martini now.
Much better.
That's a much
It
better
gets it
ball
over
for Christine as
200.
well. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Mute in time.
Yeah, another good ball from Daryl there. So great game from Matt Harms.
Yeah, she's looking at 360 here.
Yeah. Funny when he does this last ball. Yeah, so that's 358.
Rich is going to have to thank Christine for at least keeping that game within 175 pins. So,
Yeah, it could have been 275.
yeah, I mean, with the way Rich was going, it was going to be handshakes in the sixth.
Great ball. Oh, does get the push.
Oh. A little late fall there for him.
Michaela not opening, but just sliding past the middle there.
It's a huge spare shot here for her now.
Yeah, this is a big shot. Nicely done. So that will
Nice cover.
solidify 1 point.
Yeah.
Which if we can see if Carnage beats Pinsanity, it's going to make for a fun match down here of the Carnage versus the Roses.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you're going to have the Roses with if they can sweep the Carnage, they take the bye, and Carnage are playing to get in. So might be a few comments made in the pits while they're playing.
Yeah, playing
certainly.
like 3 lanes apart. Nicely done. So
Yeah,
they're
I
going
know,
to see us. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I know last week we had some of the teams were playing at Bonnie Doon, but they were like a number of lanes apart, right? It was like 10 or 15 lanes away from each other. So you can kind of be blissfully unaware, but somewhere like Toppler, where they're playing on like lane 3 or 4 and then lane 5 or 6, that's playing in close quarters. So it's going to make for an interesting dynamic, that's for sure.
Yeah.
How many lanes even is Bonnie doing again? 48?
48.
So isn't it 48? Yeah.
I've only
Certainly.
been to Bonnie Doon one time with your brother Ty before my first TPC, and he
Oh,
just
yeah.
really lit me up. I think he had like we played 5 games and he probably shot like 1650 against me. Thanks for taking me out for some games, Brad. Much appreciated.
Yeah, very kind of him, right?
And he let me know that he shot that much against me. As you all know, he doesn't go quiet about that stuff when he beats you by that much.
So with Jesse's last ball there, we're looking at a 7-1 split. The Venom taking 7 with a huge 15-37 to start the day. The Roses 12-36, looking to bounce back in that second match here. So if we just exit out of this 1 sec. If we take a look here at the standings again, I know we were talking about it, but if we just want to bring it up, that's going to put Venom at 46 points going into their next match against Pinsanity, and putting the Roses at 54.5. So going to make things really interesting as we continue on through the day. I'll add Rhonda back in here. I'm not sure if she's ready to chat yet. Oh, I see her. And we have Stacy back again. So Stacy, certainly not what you guys were hoping for to start the day. Rhonda, great game on your side. We're wondering what your team ate for breakfast this morning.
Really?
Yeah, what's the secret?
Wouldn't you like to know? No, we just we have a great team here. We've had some games where we just didn't, all of our games went to the 10th frame, even our losses. So to play a game like we did today just shows how good these guys are, and that they deserve a shot. So we got another game, and hopefully we can keep it rolling the same way that they just did. And
you guys came in knowing that you needed a couple wins and put up quite the score to start the day off.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. And Stace, obviously you guys have a little bit of a break here between your next match against the Carnage. Any changes you guys are going to be looking to make, sort of what's going to happen during the break? I know some of you guys have mixed team practice with Johnny. But yeah, how are you guys sort of feeling now?
We just punched a lot that game. Like, 5 times, right? Like, so it is kind of what it is. And Venom threw a bazillion and a half strikes. And so we were talking about it was the half hour, because at 9 o'clock that frame, we had a check frame, and then we it was that first 7 or 9, Rhonda, you got us.
Yeah, for sure. So, Rhonda, obviously, you guys are going to be heading into your next match back-to-back against Pinsanity. You guys, Stacey, have a little bit of a break here on the Roses side. So with that, we're going to go to our commercial break, and we'll see Rhonda back here very soon, and we'll chat with Stacey again in a couple hours.
All right. Bye, Rhonda.
Thank you. Good luck in your next game, Stace.
All right, we'll go to commercial.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centres across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
Financial freedom begins with financial literacy.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm thrilled to be a sponsor. My journey began as a teacher because of my deep passion for education. I brought that same passion into the financial world to help families achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about knowing more. That's why I'm here to help you make smart decisions with insurance, investing, and lending, all in one place. I'm Dave, and together we'll help you achieve financial freedom.
All right, well, we're back again, a little bit ahead of schedule. I mean, that's what happens when you have teams throwing lots of strikes, coming in hot, eating their Wheaties in the morning and putting out some big scores. I think Johnny is actually on mute, unless he's trying to make Stacey lip read.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm Stacey's seeing if anyone wants to fill in for me. Oh, we do have celebrity commentators to take over for me, so I'm going to pass over to them.
Okay, this is like drum roll, please. Who's coming in? Johnny has to go coach his mixed team. Oh my gosh, is there more than one?
Christine.
Michaela and Christine. Or
wow.
What's up, guys?
So
welcome.
Special. Hello. Welcome. Feels like we need to interview you guys now after your game, but we're not going to do that. We're going to move into the next match. So next up on the docket, we have the Venom versus Pinsanity. So with that, I'm going to run our little graphic and we'll bring our coaches in for match number 2. So welcome back, Rhonda. I feel like I just saw you, probably because I did. And then we also have my mother joined with he'll probably say I'm his arch nemesis, Mr. Alan Clark, manager of Pinsanity. How are you guys feeling out in PEI this morning, going into sort of your last couple matches for the season? Like, I don't know if Alan can hear or my mother can hear.
I don't think they can hear us.
Seems like no. This is what happens when you have a couple of older folks in charge of the stream. Rhonda, you're so young.
I 100% am. I always say that.
Yeah. So how are you guys feeling then, heading into your last match there, Rhonda?
We can't hear you, Maria.
First. Everyone else can hear me.
Right? Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. We're feeling good. Yeah, we'll play the same lineup and see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. Technical difficulties on the Pinsanity side. We can hear you guys. Tyler, I don't know if you want to try talking and just seeing if.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Alan, can you hear anyone else on the stream? I don't think so. Rhonda,
no,
maybe you can.
Do you want me to do my
give
lineup?
us your
Can they hear
lineup?
Rhonda?
Yeah, let's start with that.
Yeah, give us your lineup. We'll do that. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do the same. We're going to do Aaron, Mike, Maddie, Bob, Jesse, and with Marco and myself on the bench.
Great. Awesome.
Okay, that makes sense. I probably also wouldn't change anything after playing a game like that.
Right?
We'll see if we can get
So if you can hear
Alan's,
me, which it looks like you can, we're going to go with Ian Stewart lead off, followed by Amy Spence, Nick McRae, Scott Clays, and Mary Jo. And on the bench,
Awesome.
we have Trey Wedge.
Yeah. I'm going to put up this comment because I think it's very fitting for what's going on right now. So with that, we're going to get things going. I'm going to run through our rosters. Best of luck to you guys, Rhonda, and best of luck to Pinsanity as well. I know they can't hear us, but we'll get things going nonetheless.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. All right, so we'll just run through our rosters really quick here. Again, for the Venom, we have Bob Herman, Aaron King, Maddie Harms, Mike Warren, Jesse Bailey, Marco Sang, Dakota Hess, Rhonda McDougall, who we just chatted with, manager and also bowler on that team, and they're bowling out of Scottsdale Lanes in BC. And then on the Pinsanity side of things, we have Mary Jo McKenzie, Amy Spence, John Walsh, Scott Clays, Nick McRae, Sherry Wedge, Trey Wedge, Ian Stewart, managed by Val Kneebone and Alan Clark, who we were just semi-chatting with, bowling out of Rustico Lanes in Rustico, Prince Edward Island. So with that, we're ready to go. Just one technical, funky little thing that they have at Rustico Lanes is the fact that they don't have reset buttons. And that's because apparently the seniors who bowl there found it really difficult to remember to click reset. So if in the 10th frame, that you need to throw 3 balls, like if you throw a mark, you need to throw 2 more balls for it to like reset. It's kind of funny, but in case people are wondering like why on earth someone's throwing like some balls in the gutter, you're like, oh, they're just trying to reset.
We're starting off strong with a strike there.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a different angle for Pinsanity. I always see them, they're always like angled on the other side. This is new for me.
Yeah, they're bowling on lane 5 today. Again, a much smaller house, only 6 lanes. And as I think most of us already know, they do not have automatic scoring. So they use like a spreadsheet kind of software to generate the score that we're seeing here today.
Which honestly is so much clearer than any of the bowling screens.
Well, yeah, imagine if it was just a camera over someone's hand writing in the score. That would be kind of fun, actually, not going to lie. I don't know if Christine and Michaela are trying to communicate with us, but they are muted.
We're here. We're here.
I was like, I don't want to capture like a hot mic moment or something, but
we were just talking about their scoring system, or like how I guess they.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We were confused. Well, I mean, not.
Yeah.
We figured it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
not
so
quite
Venom-
the same start from Venom, but it's early. It's early.
Yeah, certainly early. We're only 3 bowlers in on the Venom side. Same on the Pinsanity side. But Pinsanity, although they are out of playoff contention and are going to likely be stuck in that relegation round, they can't get enough out of the basement. They can get 16, which only puts them at 32.5 if they were to sweep both matches. Looking to maybe have some spoilers today.
Yes.
Which is sort of the fun thing. You can freewheel, look to get out of the basement, throw some good shots, and maybe have some spoilers here.
Yeah, and we've seen them do it before for sure.
Yeah, it happened last year against the Carnage. Took just enough points to make it difficult for them to be able to make it into the playoffs.
Does
So Bob,
Venom 7 to have?
Yes, so they will need 6 points to tie the Crushers because they just took 7, so that puts them at 46. So 6 points to tie the Crushers, 6.5 to move ahead of them. I don't know if they tied or like how that. So the tiebreaker would be whoever won the game between the Crushers and the Venom, and I don't know how that went.
I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna ask that too.
Someone in the chat, in the comments, can let us know.
and someone who has a better memory than us here. I definitely was, running that match, but I just didn't. A lot of matches that I've been watching. I don't remember what happened in every single one. Yeah, there's a lot of bowling.
Oh, leaves the corner.
Yeah. Nice aggressive shot from Mary Jo there, though. Leaving the corner, which, again, I know is not something that she's ever surprised by. She does tend to leave a lot of corners.
That spares it with ease, as we expected.
Yeah. If only I could spare corners as good as my mom.
She is a machine.
Yeah,
obviously, the PEI Open representative for the singles again.
Yeah.
Is that 4 years in a row?
Venom beat Carnage 5-3. Sorry.
Venom won. Okay, so they only need 6.
And the Venom. Let's see when they played the Crushers.
Yeah.
Pull up the stats.
Michaela is on stats duty right now.
Yep. Gotcha.
Running the numbers, going to tell us about all the possible scenarios that we could see happen today.
Nicely
Another
done.
good ball from Amy there. Definitely bouncing back from that 5 in the first frame. I'm sure she was not happy with that.
And then the Crushers beat Venom 6-2.
Okay. Yeah.
Crushers beat
so Venom.
Yeah.
Okay. So they need
Venom does need that 6.5, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so the Venom doesn't have either tiebreaker. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Or did Venom beat Carnage? Sorry, never mind. I was looking at home and away.
Yeah. Okay.
Really have one tiebreaker. Yeah. But it wouldn't matter.
So,
Carnage. Never mind. I don't know the matches.
All the Crushers sitting at home are clearly going to be cheering for Pinsanity, hoping that they can stay alive in playoffs. Meanwhile, Venom is going to be doing hopefully the exact same that they did last game to try and claim that spot.
Yeah, for sure.
Nicely done. They have some of the clearest cameras for Pinsanity. Like, this is insane.
Yeah.
A little too much on the nose
out of her hands. Yeah.
Yeah. Maria, you said your
So Ven
our Mary Jo throws 5-inch balls.
That's
I'm pretty sure she's throwing 5-inch balls right now. Yes. Actually, I don't know which ones those are. They might be the small ones. But she will switch to a 5-inch ball, which is insane for those who know my mother. She has the smallest hands known to man. Like, I could not throw a 5-inch ball, and I'm quite a tall person with quite large hands. So I don't know how she does it and manages to get it so far out on the lane and not just drop it behind the foul line. So
I dropped like a 4 3/4.
yeah, I was like, that's how I feel. I'm like, how on earth would I get a 5-inch ball out that far in the lane? So a good
So
frame for
neither team,
Pinsanity.
yeah, neither team able to clinch up the strike frame though.
Yeah. No, but I mean, as Johnny was saying earlier on the stream, you can't really complain when 4 or 5 of your bowlers put up strikes in a single frame. You can never be mad about that.
Go.
Ian
Ooh.
looking to keep things going with a nice little delayed
In
fall.
action out on the island today.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't like that one. Nope.
Yeah, Mike knew that immediately. Just dropped it a little bit. Didn't get out in the lane. I punched out that 3-pin.
Is Marco there for Venom today?
Yeah, he is there. Yeah.
Obviously
Another good ball
didn't
for Amy.
against us. They were
Yeah,
on fire.
didn't need him. So we said to Rhonda, it was kind of like, okay, well, are we actually going to see you bowl? We're going to see Marco bowl, or is it just going to be, Venom trucking along, doing what they've been doing, and throwing lots of strikes?
Yeah, why
Another
would you?
good ball for. Yeah, why would you change it? You're like, no, actually, you have 7 in a row. I'm gonna swap it out. We made jokes about that last year. We're like, no, we're gonna sub.
Oh. And one of the first miscues we see from Matt in a while there.
Yeah, he did have, I think, 1 miss to the right in the last game, but we haven't seen him miss to the left, and I think that's a little bit less common for him with the way he throws the ball. I'm not going to call that a commentator's curse with him missing.
Yeah.
Nothing can be as bad as me saying Cello hasn't missed a spare, and then he blew by the chop spare.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Nice
Really
cover.
good cover for Scott there. Yeah. So Pinsanity certainly
Christine,
not slowing down.
No. Just wondering if there's anything the Roses are going to be doing differently. Trying to get that top spot.
Are we?
I don't know. We don't know. Probably.
Yeah, I definitely think there's
we want to.
Yeah, I definitely think there's a lineup change.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Some insider knowledge.
Derek made his leadoff debut today. It looked like he enjoyed it.
I think he kind of liked it. Yeah.
So
yeah, we did well up there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see.
Martrell's definitely on the bench.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, after
heard he was
that
gonna have to
performance,
run
I think that's yeah. Johnny said he was going to make him run laps and practice sparing chop offs during their mixed team practice.
Yeah,
we have Carnage trekking in now too. We got a full pro league bowling alley.
Yeah. So now that we have you guys from the Roses on the stream, we were chatting about what things look like playing essentially like right next to each other. Obviously you have experience with that, with like bowling on teams and you challenge and the open, all of that stuff. But in the pro league, it's kind of a novel thing. We had some teams playing like at Bonnie Doon against each other last weekend, but I mean, that center's so huge and they were like 15, 20 lanes apart. How do you guys sort of feel about that? Like, I'm just interested in knowing what sort of the atmosphere is going to be like for that match.
I think we're excited. Like,
this season, we haven't played at the same time as them yet.
Well,
so
we wouldn't, or because there's only one.
Match
happening at once.
we're in the same division. wasn't really smart on
That's
that.
okay. No, I think we're excited about it. You know, we can feed off, you know, a different type of energy. And we're one set over too, so it'll be nice and fun. So yeah,
Right.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think
So this is
it'll
kind of the
certainly really interesting.
frame 3. We're seeing kind of the first open door that Venom have put up all day. Maybe just starting to think about it a little bit more, or trying to place that shot instead of just really trusting it.
Yeah.
We'll see if they can make a correction here. That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Aaron is on fire.
Another great ball from Aaron. Aaron's just been steady all day so far. Obviously starting off with that ham bone there. I'll throw up our little animation. Ian with an unfortunate head pin, a little bit too on the nose. But nonetheless, still a good start for him. And definitely huge on the Pinsanity side, knowing that Venom needs to take 6.5 points to get into the playoffs and pass the Crushers.
Yeah, and I mean, normally only having to take 2 points, you'd be like, okay, this is, you know, not a huge feat. But Venom shooting 15.5 the game before, you're like, okay, maybe we've got a little bit more of a challenge ahead of us. But Insanity is holding strong here and looking like they're ready for a fight.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, again, Pinsanity hasn't played in, I think, a month and a half, almost 2 months now, the same as Carnage. They've just the way with the schedule sort of worked out. They had a bit of a break between their matches here, but Amy just dropping the ball a little bit there, not getting it out on the lane. She'll be looking to cover that half and keep those marks flowing. We know she can throw a great ball when she needs to and throw some big games. So she'll be looking to hopefully get some sticks going here.
Yeah. She's got the tiniest of leads so far, so hoping she can hold on to that.
Yeah, still a very close match nonetheless.
Yeah.
With Mike throwing that head pin in the 4th frame.
Maria, is your mom the single for the Open?
Of course she is, yes.
I was like,
she is indeed.
Awesome.
Yes. I think she wants to give you a Mary Jo McKenzie hat.
Oh my god. Take it.
Great shot from Nick.
I was like, Michaela wants your merch, Mom.
Suddenly I'm going out to nationals no matter what.
Like, I don't care. Mary Jo fan club.
I'll just wear a shirt that says Mary Jo supporter.
Yeah. Tyler, wait until you see the shirts that we're making for the Open next weekend. You'll really like them, I think.
They're amazing.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah. I'll be a big fan.
It sounded like someone really dropped a ball. I don't know who that was, but
yeah, is that the practice or is that the birthday party?
Oh no, that's practice.
Okay.
One of the Open teams are practicing right now.
It was on the lane. Indeed, I think it was
Okay, let's get a Eric Christian. Actually, that sounds like an Eric Christensen shot. Not gonna lie.
Found it. Probably was still a bomb somehow.
Of course.
Jesse gets
and a good cover for Jesse there. Yeah.
We've all
much
been
better
looking to get back on it. Yeah. And a good cover for Scott as well to keep those marks flowing in that 4th spot. Again, things are still relatively close. Mary Jo's going to be looking to bounce back here, hopefully split the middle, throw a little bit more aggressive. We know she can throw some big games. For those viewers who may not be aware, Mary Jo bowled in BC for God knows how many years until moving to PEI in the early 2000s. So she actually bowled on some Open and Masters teams with Jesse and with Rhonda from the Venom. Bowled against Mike and Bobby. I'm on the Venom side as well because she used to bowl at Scottsdale. And at the Dell Lanes where Venom used to bowl in their previous seasons. So a little bit of bowling lore for those folks who might not be aware.
Huh.
Did you not know that, Christine?
I did not know that.
Yeah. So she was on multiple open teams out of BC, multiple masters teams out of BC. Her last open appearance for BC, I think, was 2002 or 2001 as singles. I think that was in Thunder Bay.
It's a big move, one side of the country to the other.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh, that was heavy.
Oh,
It's the push.
and I missed Aaron's Yahtzee there, so I'll give him the delayed celebration.
Aaron's been on fire.
Ian with an... Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were talking about how BC also has their open provincials Easter weekend playing in Prince George, which I think Jennifer Neff promptly informed us of the location. So certainly lots of those bowlers are ramping up and getting ready for that next weekend. Obviously, we know in Alberta we also have provincials coming up next weekend as well.
I'm pretty sure Manitoba's provincials are next weekend as well. I think there's
yeah, and Ontario is as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ontario.
It's the season.
Yeah, 'tis the season.
All the
Amy looking to bounce back. Yeah, nice job.
Yeah.
Never-ending
Same good
bowling.
ball from. Yeah, of course. 'Tis the season. Yeah.
If we get bored watching the Alberta Open, we can just throw up the Ontario one.
I'll be doing that anyways.
We have like 3 computers set up next week.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick not able to get the 4th one.
Yeah. So some of those bowlers are certainly going to be looking to take that commercial break, maybe throw a couple practice balls, but looking to reset, come into the second half, ready to throw some good shots again. Again, match is still pretty tight here. We have some matches where things are starting to change up a little bit here. Ian having those 2 head pins in that lead-off position to Aaron's 5 in a row to start things off, but certainly lots of game left and lots of points still to be had.
Yeah, then I'm looking to. They're starting to look like they're finding their rhythm again.
Yeah. All right, and a good cleanup from Nick there. So let's see what Scott can do now. I can hear Johnny in the background coaching, in quotations, coaching.
It's a voice that carries.
It is a voice that carries. Yeah, so Johnny will be back for our last match. Obviously, Christine and Michaela will have to leave the stream as they will actually be, bowling or being up there in the pit with their team.
I think Johnny's.
We're not going to mic Michaela up and put her on the lane.
Definitely not.
You're like, please don't do that. That's a bad idea. No, Johnny will be back. Yeah.
Really? No.
Yeah.
I don't think we want to mic the Roses. We're really mean to each other.
Yeah.
Like, especially Parker, actually. Parker's a bit of a mean guy to the teammates.
Yeah.
Tough love. Yeah, tough love. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, how do you guys feel about his high single of 451?
He's probably not a live feed comment. He needs extra pins.
Yeah, he needs all the help he can get.
We asked him about it, and he said it's just he holds records because he's that good.
Yeah. He also didn't remember what year we went to nationals. I've already said this on the stream. But we were 2019, and I had to fix the form.
Whoa, it was 2018.
So I was like, I know. I was like, dude, you've been to nationals as an adult once. You should remember that. All right, and Mary Jo up here looking to finish off the first half for Pinsanity here. Dropped that a little bit, but was able to push the middle out and get a chop off.
Yeah. We're going to see a substitution next frame.
Yeah.
For Pinsanity.
Trey coming in for Scott in that 4th spot.
Pinsanity definitely looking for the commercial break just to kind of change their momentum again.
Yeah, get things going again. Oh.
Someone get her a shirt.
Cherry's that 3-pin. Fun fact, growing up, I never knew that cherrying 3-pins was a thing for chop-offs because my mother refused to make me fearful of it. So, going and asking your mom at 25 years old, being like, what do you mean chop-offs are hard to spare? You told me they were easy. She's like, no, I just didn't want to make you get in your head a little bit about that. So heading into the commercial break now, we have 560 on the Pinsanity side. 1 strike working, a few head pins, unfortunately, for them. And then on the Venom side, we have a total of 609, 3 strikes, a spare, and then that double working for Aaron with that 5-bagger to start things off. So certainly lots of game left, but Pinsanity is likely looking for that break to reset and regroup. We'll be back for more bowling in a few minutes here.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centres across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
Financial freedom begins with financial literacy.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm thrilled to be a sponsor. My journey began as a teacher because of my deep passion for education. I brought that same passion into the financial world to help families achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about knowing more. That's why I'm here to help you make smart decisions with insurance, investing, and lending, all in one place. I'm Dave, and together we'll help you achieve financial freedom.
All right, we're back for the second half of game 2 on the Cargill division. We have Pinsanity versus Venom. Venom with the advantage heading into the second half of this game. Aaron looking to keep things going with the run he started from the gun here. And Pinsanity looking to find that rhythm that they had in the first few frames and get some more marks flowing.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh.
Commercial break iced them.
I did. Yeah. It's a little high. I guess a chop off out of it.
Yeah, I mean, they threw a lot of marks in that 5th frame there, so they did end up having a little bit more than that sort of 3-minute commercial break, waiting for Pinsanity to finish out their frame.
Yeah. Covers it nicely, though. Keeps the marks together.
Yeah. And Ian with his first miss on the head pin of the day.
Oh, come on.
Cover it, and no,
Oh.
just slightly off that.
3-pin just
Mike
fell
with a
the
great
wrong
ball
way.
again. Kind of died, plopped over.
Yeah. A big double for Mike puts the pressure on Amy as she is going to try and hold on to her lead here. And Matt's going to try and do the same to Nick. Use that spare to his advantage and does so.
Matt's just on fire today. Or
Yeah, Aaron and Matt just been so solid.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
A little bonus
a little
count.
bit extra. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so Venom certainly starting to put some more pressure on the Pinsanity side of things, but
yeah,
still lots of game left, as we're saying, and Venom knows what they need to do. They need to get that 6.5 points to make sure that they're ahead of the Crushers, because as Michaela found out for us, if we're going to a tiebreaker, the Crushers do beat Venom. So certainly looking to put themselves in a good position, and then just watching how the chips fall with those final 2 matches, with the Carnage playing Pinsanity and then playing the Roses.
Yeah. So it looks like we might just need a respot of the pins for Pinsanity there. So it'll just be a moment.
Yeah.
Bob cleans up his head bin. He's just got a little bit of a lead over Scott, and we're going to see Trey come in and see what he could do off the bench to try and even out that match for Pinsanity.
Yeah, so this is where that weird reset button comes in. Somebody has to, run down to the back, fix it manually, and it's a whole ordeal.
So there's like no reset button at all unless it's on the back of the machine?
Yes.
Well, because there's one on the machine in the back, 100%. But
yeah. So there's no reset button at the front.
So was it always
as a bowler?
You get away.
No, so there's a button there. It just doesn't work. They've turned it off or disconnected it because apparently the seniors who bowl at the Lions Club were getting confused about it.
Our buttons at top where on the ball returns don't work. We can turn them.
Yeah.
So I guess we don't turn ours on either. We just use
it's the same thing.
We have the automatic scoring. I guess they don't have.
Yeah, on the scoring, they don't have that. Yeah, so I guess some of the seniors were getting confused, and would just press the button, or didn't know how to do it. So
I work the seniors leagues, understandable.
Yeah, you're sometimes I don't know how to press the button.
Nick throwing a great shot, just gets a corner. See if he can get the spare.
Yeah. And again, Venom just continuing to keep things rolling on their side of things. Just going to hang out for a little bit here and wait for Pinsanity to finish out this frame. Again, as a reminder, we do have a substitution coming in for Scott Clays. We have Trey Wedge coming in off the bench.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh, maybe not.
Maybe he wasn't told.
We did get a message saying that Trey was going in, but
should have worn my Trey Wedge shirt. I have one of those.
Yeah, you should have worn that. Just swapping it in and out.
I have a Sherry Wedge shirt as well. I have both of them. Could have.
Oh,
she's on the team as well, right?
She is. Yes. She's just not there this week. I think she's working. Otherwise, preoccupied.
Trey's first ball is a great shot.
Great shot from Trey.
That's the strike.
So another fun fact: John is also on the team. He's not available this week. Another fun fact though about the team, and this was correct up until a couple weeks ago. They had somebody on the team, and it's honestly probably pretty similar to your team, the Roses, as well. But they had somebody in their teens, in their 20s, in their 30s, in their 40s, in their 50s, and in their 60s on the team.
Oh, that's fun.
We have Teen.
Like Roses, you guys are probably pretty, teen. You have a 20-year-old, right? You have 20s,
Me,
30s.
Marcello, then you and Parker, and Daryl.
Yeah, 40s.
Yeah.
And
And
40s.
then Derek, and then Rich.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So we have the we have 50
that's,
years.
That's a fun fact. Yeah.
Yeah, it's generational. Yeah.
Mary Jo throwing a strike as well. Really strong finish to the frame for Pinsanity, keeping the momentum going. Aaron's back at it.
Ian puts one on top too, which is follows the go, keeps it falling.
Yeah.
Keeping that total really close.
Mm-hmm. Maybe just missing it a little bit there. A little bit quick on that.
Oh, wow.
Mike doing another one of those, like flapping his wings, like he's ready to fly away again. Maybe he's just trying to, he's trying to act like a bird because it's a turkey.
Yeah.
Probably.
Turkey dance.
Yeah.
Amy gets her spare.
Can one of you guys please get a turkey and do the turkey dance on the lane? I really love that.
No, we'll make Parker do it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to do it.
We'll do it. We'll just send Stacy out onto the approach to do it for us.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. I really like that.
Insanity's just not able to get the same push. They're throwing great balls. Just corners are fighting them a little bit here.
Yeah, I will say Rustico is quite a tough house as well. You don't tend to see a lot of carry there. But still definitely doing what they can to pick up those spares and cover things when they are splitting the middle and having spareable shots.
Yeah. So Bob opening the door here for Trey. Gets another one. Wow. Awesome.
Another good ball for Trey there. Yeah.
Trey throwing with that bocce approach. It's something that we've seen from a few Prince Edward Island players. Brad Murphy played the same, and I think there was a female player out of PEI that threw the same way, and I can't remember.
Was it Brad's sister? Did Nicole throw goofy foot too?
Nicole was just a little bit older than me.
I should remember this. I should remember this considering I'm from PEI. I just don't know. I just remember Trey. Oh.
Eye on the head pin again there.
Yeah.
Well, Jesse's throwing a great shot. Left pocket.
Definitely throwing a great ball.
And so, like, growing up with Trey, because I think he's only a year older than me, and like his style.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Has always been the exact same. And I feel like it's never like every time I've seen Trey bowl since I was like younger.
Yeah.
Younger, I guess. It's always nice, easy bocce shot.
Another 5-mark frame for Venom, which is huge because Pinsanity put 4 marks up, so they're able to hold off the push.
Yeah, again, definitely knowing what they need to do and what they need to get done to put themselves in playoff contention and being able to sit back, relax a little bit and just say, okay, well, we'll see what the Carnage does here. Rather than ending things out being completely out of it, giving themselves an opportunity.
Exactly. Another one? No, a high chop off again. Other side this time. Oh, really close, just slides by. First open frame from Aaron there. We'll see if they score correct. Looks like they've just put that under Amy, but it was Ian that threw the 5 spare. So Mike looking for a ham bone here. Really going to put the pressure on Amy if he can get that. And does so. Great ball. Uh-oh. I think they realized that. Oh, there we go. I think they've caught it now. Oh, really
What, Amy's
fast.
score? Oh, there we go. Yeah. No, the score's.
Venom just stringing them along.
Yeah.
Yeah, once they find it,
Okay.
they are on it.
Definitely not letting up on the Venom side. Total is obviously getting quite out of reach here for Pinsanity, looking at Venom stringing along those marks, but we still have some of those matches where, you know, things could go either way depending on what Pinsanity does. But
match 3 and match 4 are super, super close here. So those are going to be the ones you want to keep an eye on.
For sure. Ooh. An unfortunate punch for Trey there, but good for him coming in off the bench in that 6th frame and throwing a couple strikes to bring that match definitely a little bit closer than it was looking.
Yeah. Oh, a split from Jesse. See a slight window of opportunity for Mary Jo here.
Yeah, she's been all over the middle so far this game, just looking to hopefully carry the pins a little bit better now.
Yeah.
I like how Trey just has like a Puma sock as his slider over his shoe.
Yeah, maybe that's the
key.
You gotta try this out. Yeah, this is the key.
I have no idea how people bowl with like socks as their sliders. I would like
Yeah, I tried it once and I was like, I'm gonna die.
Oh.
A little bit skinny on the head pin, but gets a bit more.
Should be an easy spare for her here. Hopefully she can mark on the bottom for Pinsanity again. Yeah, very nice.
So heading into this 9th frame here, we have the Venom with 1087 to 868 on the Pinsanity side. Lots of marks working, those 2 doubles and that 1 strike on the Venom side to the single strike and 2 spares on the Pinsanity side.
Nice.
Absolute ball.
I was to say, it wasn't the prettiest, but the pins all fell. He didn't go over the foul line, so we're good to go.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Sometimes those are your best shots.
Yeah. You're like, I feel like that was really ugly, but it worked, so we're fine. Yeah.
You know, you were
Ian doing his best. Yeah, maybe too aggressive, but you know.
Wow.
Good shot for Amy
Mike.
there. Yahtzee for Mr. Mike there.
Those top 3 players for Venom really putting the pressure on, really wanting to make that playoff push.
Yeah, certainly.
Oh,
just a bit quick.
Matt Harms.
Yeah,
a bit quick, just a little bit wide.
And was really on the inside of that ball. Just pushed it. Oh, monkey see, monkey do.
That kind of puts
From
that
across the country.
Close. That kind of puts that.
Yeah, they're going to be within a ball of each other.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So again, Pinsanity sort of in the position now where they're looking to deliver some spoilers to the teams they're playing today. So Venom and Carnage, who again are making that sort of final playoff push to get things going into the finals.
Oh, look at that. There's the pin action.
Big smile from Trey. Yeah. He's like, oh, thank goodness I don't have to shoot my corner again. Yeah, another good ball from Bob. Nice big jump off the ground. Knew that was a bomb, that's for sure.
Yeah, that one's super important to really stay ahead of Trey there.
Yeah, for sure.
Mary Jo, get one. Yes.
Yay! And it fell. So we'll see what Jesse does here.
Venom setting up a good nice frame so far.
Yeah, for sure.
That's one more.
Yeah, another great aggressive shot from Jesse there, just finding that pocket. Splattering the pins every which way.
The 3-hole on both teams. I also call bombs.
Yeah. Yeah. So heading into that 10th frame there, I'm sure Pinsanity was, is hoping they would have been able to take back some of those frames in the middle of the game. But Venom just keep going with those strikes. Yeah, so solid today. Definitely knew what they needed to do to get into those playoffs.
Yeah, they had about one frame, I think the third frame, where they kind of lost their rhythm. But after that, they were right back.
Bounced right back.
Yeah, Venom really came to play today, which is cool to see, especially like teams under pressure that have to win.
Yeah, for sure.
Really exciting
Definitely
for
that
them.
winning
Obviously,
mentality.
the Crushers are going to be not so pleased, as this is likely going to end their season sitting on the bench. So 1 point so far, actually 2 points guaranteed to Venom here. Aaron throwing out massive 349. 6 in a row for Mike.
We'll get our score up here.
Another one. Oh.
It's high. Yeah. Good game for Mike.
See, likely another 1,500 if they can finish out here. And Ian, great game as well. 268. Really had to fight for it with those few open frames in the middle.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure he's he's thinking, oh goodness, what could I have done? Wishing he could take back that 4th, 5th, and 6th frame. Otherwise had a clean game, but sometimes the way it goes, you just get a little bit tight and you punch out the head pin. So can't fault him at all for that.
No. The corner there is going to give Nick a chance. If he can throw the first one, he'll be in control.
Yeah. A nice finish for Amy.
Yeah.
Close the game
really
out
brought
at
that
233.
Oh.
So now this is where you see them having to throw the 2 extra balls in the gutter to get the pin setter to cycle. Yeah.
Okay, so Matt has really opened the door for Nick to steal here.
For sure, we'll have to see what Nick comes up with here. Matt finishing with, I think it's 268, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
That was a great shot.
Yeah, that's reasons.
He's gonna need the spare.
Boy. Yeah.
And then Bob and Jesse are kind of in control of their destiny here. If they can strike out, that will be enough to have them pass the Crushers. Gets the spare. Really nicely done.
Yeah.
Bob throws the first one. Wow, great.
Yeah, another good shot for Bob. And yeah, Nick just needing
6, 7.
Yeah.
And that'll be enough.
That works. Great.
Great shot for Nick. Enough to take the win. Oh, the other side of the head pin. Bob
So
showing
a
that
little
he can do
slider
it.
for Bob there. That ham bone.
Gotta clean the pins up.
That's how they do it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I guess I could just try and hit the pin and then it would cycle.
Yeah. Gotta go again.
Now you're like, I'm going to throw them in the gutter instead. Why not? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And sometimes if you throw the ball too slow, apparently it doesn't pick it up.
Oh my gosh.
So many things you have to watch out for or do.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I will say they are playing in a center that only has 6 lanes. It's quite old. They did redo, I think, I'm not sure what. There was some refurbishing that went on a couple years ago, but yeah, certainly at the mercy of this older center that is still pretty nice.
And they have acrylic, so
yeah.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Ooh.
A little bit
Close
there
to
for
Trey.
Trey.
Yeah. So Jesse's going to need the spare here. And we'll do so nicely. Great
And
job.
she covers that. Why did I put 3-1 as the right score?
Just needs to stay behind the line, and Venom are sitting in a playoff position, edging out the Crushers by 1.
Yeah.
now to see how
And they,
does.
yeah, they certainly earned that today, shooting 1550 and then almost another 1500 here. 1474. They certainly bowled their way into playoffs.
Yeah, for sure. As Rana was saying, they've had a couple really close matches that have come down to the 10th frame throughout this season.
Whoa!
Mary Jo getting pin action. But it's nice to see them sort of taking control early in the match and knowing that they were going to get total. We're likely going to win things and having something more decisive rather than, going either way in the 10th frame. So definitely a high note to end the regular season on for them. And now just waiting to see what happens next with the Carnage.
Exactly. And Mary Jo just making it look easy now.
Yeah. She's like, I already got my head pins. I got my chop off. I got my split. Got my corners. Let's just throw strikes now.
So that is going to put
huge
them
shout
in
outs.
53, I believe.
Yeah.
53.
Take a look here. Wait for Mary Jo to throw her last ball.
Push it.
Ah.
Yeah. So again, Pinsanity throwing that 12-14 to Venom's huge 14-74 following their 15.5. They had their first game for back-to-back 7-1 wins. And that puts us in the standings tie. You were taking a look here. So 14 points. That puts them at 53, just ahead of the Crushers. And we have the Carnage coming up with their 2 matches here. They're sitting at 41.5. So this first match against Pinsanity is going to be quite integral to them and how their playoff situation is going to shake out. So with that, I think we're just waiting for Rhonda to appear. We'll add Mr. Alan Clark from Pinsanity. Alan, are you able to hear us this time around? No, unfortunately
I
not.
don't think so.
We can hear them.
Still can't hear you, Maria. I can get you on
How-
a delayed feed here, but I don't have you live. I'm not sure what's going on. And I could hear Rhonda on the first one.
Oh, interesting.
Tyler, do you want to try chatting and seeing?
Yeah, can you hear, Alan, can you hear me? I don't think he can hear me.
I don't think he can hear
Wrong.
us.
Do you want to try chatting?
Alrighty, well, congratulations to the other team. And I'm getting feedback here, so let's give this a whirl. Yeah, great game, Venom. Sorry I missed you there earlier. I'm not sure what's going on with the audio here. Anyway, good to see you, Maria. Hope you're having fun. Again, we can't hear you, so your mother will have to watch the video later.
He likes that.
Yeah, we could be saying really terrible things about Alan, the entire team. But no, you guys obviously have a second match here. Maybe we can get some audio sorted out for that. I might just have to call my mother or something so she can hear. Rhonda.
Hi, sorry. We're just trying to
Hi
get out of
again,
here because
Rhonda.
I got a full lead coming in. Sorry.
Yeah, no, all good. Obviously great bowling for you guys again. That second
Yes.
match to put you guys
Yeah.
at 53 points.
We did amazing.
Certainly you guys you guys knew what you needed to do. You didn't have to make any pulls, nothing.
No,
How is the team sort of feeling now?
Made my
Yeah.
job so easy. Yeah.
So how's everyone feeling after your first two matches there?
Oh, we're feeling great, and we still need some help, right? There's still a possibility of finishing sixth, so it just depends on how these next couple games go. But we did what we needed to do, and pass the team that we had the goal to pass, and so that's all we can do, and then wait and see what happens.
Yeah, for sure.
So we
I don't
we have
think
a half
Alan-
an hour
oh,
break
Alan
here,
can
I
hear
guess,
us.
in between now and the next one.
No, you don't.
No, we're straight
No, you
away.
don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, straight away.
All right. I guess we're not going to get this audio thing fixed. And again, I can hear you,
I'm gonna
Rhonda.
try
I don't
and
know if you
fix
caught
it.
that earlier, but I can hear you. I just can't
Oh.
hear anybody else.
Oh, that's strange. Weird.
Yeah, it's weird. So I don't think it's on my end. I don't know if there's something in the control panel, Maria, that you have there that maybe has us muted or something, or has you muted from us.
I mean, that would
Anyway,
be pretty funny if
Yeah,
you guys can hear us.
we'll let you do your intermission thing here, and we'll see you for the next one. Good game, Venom, and
Thank you, and good luck to you guys in your last match.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rhonda.
Good bowling, guys.
Awesome.
Thanks, everyone.
All right. Okay.
Good game.
Bye, Rhonda.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centres across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
Financial freedom begins with financial literacy.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm thrilled to be a sponsor. My journey began as a teacher because of my deep passion for education. I brought that same passion into the financial world to help families achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about knowing more. That's why I'm here to help you make smart decisions with insurance, investing, and lending all in one place. I'm Dave, and together we'll help you achieve financial freedom.
Okay, well, apparently we have Johnny Mac here, back with us again. After
In a new location.
Yeah, new location after his mixed team practice. We heard not some choice words. We didn't hear you yelling in the background at your team, so that's good. But again, we're going into our third match of the day. So we have Pinsanity back again after a tough loss to Venom, who were definitely looking to get into that playoff spot and pass the Crushers. They accomplished that, getting to 53 points. But Pinsanity now possibly could deliver some spoilers to the Carnage. Again, if we take a look at the standings, Carnage are at 41.5 points, needing to get to 53.5 to pass Venom, who are now at 53 and get into the playoffs here. So certainly lots that can still happen. But yeah, I don't know where Jeff is. We're a few minutes ahead of schedule. Oh, Jeff's here already. Okay, amazing. All right, well, I did a little bit of tech support on our break, so we're going to see if Alan can hear us this time around. Alan, are you able to hear us now?
I can.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome. This is
We just had to
great.
restart that. Anyway.
Okay.
Alrighty. I just had another window going here, trying to set the team up for the next one. I'll send you a link.
Okay, perfect.
Copy. Put it in the chat.
All right. So any changes coming on your end heading into the second match here?
We have a change in the order of the lineup, I guess. Let's see here. So leading off, bring this up here. Ian Stewart lead off, Amy, Trey, Mary Jo, and then Nick with Scott Clays on the bench.
Scott Spence making a surprise appearance. Rustco Lanes.
I wanted to put me in, but apparently that's out of the question.
Well,
anyway,
I don't know about that. And Jeff, how are you guys doing this morning?
Yeah, I think we're excited and ready to go. You know, we know what we need to do, and we're gonna feed off what Venom just did there. So
yeah, for sure.
We're gonna try that
too. They certainly put on a clinic this morning.
Yeah. Yeah. And Jeff, what's your lineup looking like for this first match today?
We're gonna go Kelsey, Tracy, Derek, Mark, and then Brad, and we're gonna have Rob and Kurt on the bench.
Awesome. All right. Well, with that, we'll let you guys get to bowling. My tendency to stay very on time is definitely showing. But with that, best of luck to both of the teams, and we'll chat with you guys after the match.
Sounds good. Thanks. Good luck, guys.
Best luck, guys.
Awesome. So we're just going to run through our lineups again here. So for the Calgary Carnage, we have Curtis Kaplan, Kelsey Wilton, Tracy Smith, Brad Wilton, Bobby Kite, Rob Wolfson, Derek Dobbs, Mark Miller, managed by Jeff, who we were just chatting with. Also bowling out of Toppler Bowl, same as the Roses. And then for Pinsanity, we have Mary Jo McKenzie, Amy Spence, John Walsh, Scott Clays, Nick McCrae, Sherry Wedge, Trey Wedge, Ian Stewart, managed by Val Kneebone and Alan Clark, bowling out of the Rustico Lions Club in Rustico, Prince Edward Island. So with that, we're going to get things started. Again, as we were chatting, Pinsanity knows what they need to do to sort of get into the playoffs here.
That's Carnage. Carnage has.
Sorry,
to get it.
Pinsanity. What am I saying? Sorry. Yes, you're right, Ty. I'm reading a Pinsanity thing on my screen. That's why I'm like trying to get the scores all set up here. Sorry, that's my bad. Carnage knows what they need to do, especially after Venom coming out, doing that 7-1, 7-1, getting things going here.
Really putting the pressure on Carnage, who, when they were looking to pass Crushers, they only needed 11, and now they are going to need 12 between their next two games to pass Venom and move into that 5th spot.
Yeah.
12 can be a lot when you know you need it.
Mm-hmm.
It can. It's a lot different than just going, oh, we only need 3, we only need this.
Mm-hmm.
Every point is going to matter here for sure. They're starting off strong.
Yeah. No, for sure. Definitely knowing what you need can be a blessing and a curse sometimes, especially seeing Venom coming out and putting up such big numbers just to start the day off, and making your job a little bit tougher, right?
Yeah.
And certainly that last match of the day today is going to be especially interesting with those teams playing on, lane 4 and lane 6 with only one lane separating both of them. And a great ball for Tracy.
The energy is going to be unreal.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Even with the door closed here in the office, I'm sure I'm going to hear a lot of yelling.
You're not going to go in the party room again?
No, there's a birthday party coming in.
Oh, okay.
They said, the team said they're like, Johnny, just come sit in the middle of the two of us. Said, I don't really want to get in the middle of what you guys are going to be going at.
Yeah, we don't need the additional color commentary.
No. And there's a lot of players on those teams that have some pretty choice commentary when they're playing.
Yeah.
Derek Holm is
Carnage.
He never curses at all.
Oh, Derek Dobbs. Very
Slides
skinny, but slides that chop off to get the sphere.
Carnage has some fans on the stream. Kaylin cheering on her mom, Tracy. CJ, for I would say people that really know her.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever called her Kaylin in my life.
We love people
And
cheering
then-
on their moms.
Yes.
We support that on 5PL streams.
And then obviously for all of our viewers here today, all 58 of you so far, go on over and check out the other stream when you're done watching us today. There has been some drama already with their matches, some really close finishes. I won't spoil it, but definitely worth the watch.
Yeah. I mean, if I just pop up the standings for the other side on the Schwartz division, you can just see how close everything is. And the teams that were possibly going to be able to deliver some spoilers, make it into the playoffs, and sort of shake things up on this last day.
Yeah, Bombers and the Maniacs battling it out.
Yeah, lots of exciting bowling to watch, on a casual Sunday morning in April.
Yeah, it's a very meaningful Sunday for a lot of teams.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just a great time of year between getting ready for the playoffs and so many open provincials happening around the country these last several weeks. Just such a fun time in the season right now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we have, I know in Alberta, obviously we have our open provincial, same as a number of other provinces. We have the Green and Gold tournament. We have IP Nationals. We have Heritage coming up, Quebec Classic, Open Nationals. Lots of bowling this time of year. It's certainly really exciting. Although some people, will say, I'd rather be out golfing when the weather's this nice. I don't want to be in the bowling alley, but that's all right. We can do both.
Here yesterday.
Yeah, but it's nice out now. I actually golfed yesterday, so
That's
You know,
That's
I'm
crazy.
crazy.
You're nuts.
We already knew that, Johnny.
That's true.
And
Good ball
a
to Nick.
great ball from Nick there. Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, Nick did bowl growing up, obviously the younger brother of Justin McCrae, but did take a number of years off and just came back to bowling, I think maybe 3 or 4 years ago now, and has really found his groove again and has seen some great improvements in his game since he's come back, which is great to see bowlers, you know, coming back to the game after their youth career. Definitely something you can do long into your older age.
It's what's so nice about this game is you can, you know, so many people take several years off when they go to school or whatever, and then
Yeah.
can come back and obviously there's a little bit of getting back into it, but it's not like when you
Yeah.
stop playing, you lose it forever. Like you can get
No,
it back.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how I'm talking about it as though I didn't also do the same thing.
Yeah, I took 2 years off too.
I was like, wow, I didn't bowl for 5 years, but here I am. Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
bowling's
on
always
fire
there
again.
for you.
Tyler's never stopped a day for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Tyler came out of the womb
Me
with a
2
bowling
years
ball.
later. Literally, the day that I was born was my brother's first day of YBC.
That's hilarious.
Honestly, I love that. Always, you know, taking away the shine from Brad since day one.
We love that.
Yeah. And a good ball from both Amy and Tracy there.
So Trey getting to start the game this time, starts with a strike.
Yeah, he definitely came in really strong off the bench. In the previous game, just had one misstep with a headpin, I think in 8 or 9.
Yeah.
But definitely can throw those strikes when he needs to, and is a really high energy player. Can definitely get people going, and bring the energy up with the team.
Yeah.
So again, we had Mark Miller commenting, watching the stream very early this morning. And now he's actually here bowling.
He is on the stream.
He's on the stream now.
He said he
wants to show us something different though.
Yeah.
He said he popped in just to tell us good morning, and then he turned it right off. I said, you know, it's okay, Mark. You don't have to tell us good morning. You can eat your pancakes.
Yeah. Eat your pancakes, get your Wheaties, be fueled up, ready to go bowling.
Get in the zone.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I don't know. Maybe that's part of his. Ooh.
I don't know if Mark
Maybe
has a pre-day routine.
Yeah. Do you have a bowling tournament like meal, Tyler or Johnny? Is there something you like to eat like the day before a tournament?
McDonald's breakfast burritos and a carrot muffin.
I would say I have 2, and it depends on like what's near the bowling alley. It's either a sausage farmer's wrap from Tim Hortons, a classic,
Okay.
or a matcha latte from Starbucks.
Oh, okay. And if you can get both of those close to the bowling alley, will you
No,
get both?
no.
Okay.
That's too much.
No.
Not gonna
I
make
mean,
two stops.
I would do that. Oh my gosh.
Interesting that one's a food item and one's a drink.
Yeah, I feel like
just
I'm
don't
more
really-
concerned about pre-bowling tournament drinks. That's what I care about.
Yeah, I just don't love Starbucks food.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, it's also $100 for something there, so.
Yeah.
Tyler, I'll bring you a matcha latte at the open.
You're so sweet.
He's actually part of the other contingent, Maria, if you didn't know, so.
Yeah, but he's my friend. He's on my volleyball team.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are multi-sport athletes on this stream today.
Yes, we are.
Speak for yourselves.
Yeah, we tried to get Johnny to run a 5K last year. He was like, nope, I'm going to crawl.
Oh, another corner.
Oh, yeah. Good
I
count
think
for
that ball,
Kelsey
like-
nonetheless. But
Yeah. That ball like teleported through the quarter.
yeah, the ball just disappeared. It was some glitch in the matrix. Another good ball for Ian, starting off the game the same as he did last match against the Venom, but definitely looking to keep that momentum going
Yes.
in this game. And
A different outcome this time.
yeah, a little bit of a different outcome here. Again, both teams just coming out, putting up some marks, trucking along. And a nice little push for Amy there. Another good ball for
Great
Tracy.
shot. Tracy's taken some time off of bowling, didn't play our last master set, so it's great to see her coming out looking like she hasn't missed a single moment.
She's so fun to watch.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh, another good push for Trey. Yep. Yeah. Definitely taking a little bit of control in that match, especially with Derek punching out that head pin. But again, lots of games still to go. But definitely Pinsanity looking to possibly deliver some spoilers again here. Trey really playing that that line along the gutter. I feel like I'm watching 10 pin.
I think it may have come out of the gutter.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Shoot. I was like, that looks really, really on the line there the whole way.
Yeah, you're like, did it fall into the channel or not? I guess we'll see here momentarily.
Yeah, hard to see on our stream, but just by him picking up another ball, that's my guess.
Okay.
Can't you call it the channel? It's weird.
That's because they call it the channel in 10 pin.
Oh, it's a gutter.
I watch a lot of 10 pin.
They've got some like exciting stuff going on in the 10 pin world. They played their very first PBA Strings event, and it looked awful.
Yeah, and sometimes they like don't understand how like strings work, and I'm like, oh, for 5 pin, like you understand, like you get string pulls and
yeah,
all of this stuff, and they're like, why? They're like, oh my god, the pin just fell out of nowhere. I was like, no, that's a string pull.
Yeah,
and I know like Glenn Karen went to string 10 pins, and I can't remember. Danny Bear was telling me like there was a lot of research done into does it actually change the scoring of 10 pin, and it was like so minuscule over the long run.
Oh yeah. It
was like the difference in averages of like a non-string versus a string 10 pin machine were so minuscule, but people just for whatever reason expect it to jump the average by like 50 pins out of nowhere.
Yeah, and I mean you gotta wonder, like thinking back to free fall versus string the string transition for 5 pin. Were people having those same discussions, right? Like when that was happening. I mean, obviously it was pre-social media. I was gonna say, I'm sure my mother would have some insight on that discussion.
I mean, at the end of the day, strings or not, if you throw a good ball, you're probably going to get a good result. If you throw a bad ball, you're probably going to get a bad result. Like it doesn't matter if the strings or not. If you don't hit the pins, they're not going to go down.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's very true.
So Mary Jo putting the pressure on Mark early here. Got the double. And Nick throws
another good ball for Nick there, yeah. So Pinsanity
definitely
coming out swinging.
Yeah, channeling their inner Venom.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're on that side of the screen for this match, and that's where Venom was the first 2 games.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe it's that side, Yeah, it's the home versus away position in the 5PL that's dictating sort of how things are looking.
Ian looking to keep it going. Good follow through. Nicely done.
Yeah,
and Kelsey gets the corner to go.
Carries everything there. Yeah. Keep things going.
Ham bone.
Oh, I need to remember to do these.
I love the little graphics. They're so fun.
I do too.
Get that finger ready just in case to go again.
Oh, true. You're right. I'll be ready to go. Like
these teams have like almost matching jerseys.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey,
nicely
she got it. Yeah. Little bit of the slide over there. I couldn't see if everything fell or not, but a nice little ham bone for Tracy as well.
Yeah. See, this is a camera angle that's like amazing to watch the player, but then they stand up and you can't see the pins and you're like, what happened?
Yeah. And a good cover for Amy there. Yeah, for sure.
Gonna at least keep her competitive in that match. Obviously, strikes are way better than spares, but she's not letting it run away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean that's all you can do there is just keep your marks going, keep those points building, and make sure you're staying in your match.
Exactly. Trey just kind of throwing that one into the foul line a little bit.
Yeah, not getting it out as much as he's used to, but
good shot on Mark.
Another good ball for Mark.
That's his A1 shot, right side of the headpin.
Yeah.
Great roll.
Yeah. Again, just a little bit quick from Trey there.
Mm-hmm.
Going to be looking to get all of his sticks. That match, again, is still really tight. With Trey having an open in 4 and Derek throwing that strike.
Pretty good frame out of the Carnage, I guess.
Yeah. It's the first one that we've seen today.
Yeah, Coach Johnny, how do you
strike.
feel about this?
That is Coach Buys Around right there.
Who are you
Right,
pulling
well-
after a frame like that? That's what I want to know.
Mark Miller. Just because it's Mark.
Okay. Oh, and just a little bit wide for Mary Jo. I think that's actually the first time she's missed the headpin today.
I think so too.
Yeah. She doesn't miss the headpin very often. So be looking to bounce back from that and cover her half here.
What do you mean, Coach Johnny? Tyler just coached a team to provincial championship there not that long ago.
That was a double
Push for
team.
Mary
That was
Jo.
a very different format.
Coach Tyler too.
Yeah, very different. Tyler wasn't making pulls.
No.
He was just standing there being
Having a good
stressed out
time.
about people bowling.
Literally being stressed out.
Drinking his matcha latte or whatever it's called.
Yeah, in the pit, obviously.
I did have my sweater on because it was so cold in Chinook.
Yeah, another good ball from Nick there.
Yeah, huge double to stay ahead of Brad.
So obviously great frame for Carnage, but Pinsanity with those 2 strikes and 2 spares as well, and that 1 open frame. Things are still really close, looking to see what they can do heading into that commercial break.
They're matching doubles, which is good. So they won't. They're not at risk of losing too much ground in pinfall. Way left for Kelsey there.
Yeah.
And Ian, another one. Yahtzee.
And the Yahtzee for Ian or Daddy's Home. I'll say
Daddy's
it again.
Home.
Oh.
Tyler, you're
I
gonna
guess.
throw a 5. You're gonna throw a 5-bagger tomorrow night, and I'm gonna like run across the.
We're gonna convert you to it, Tyler.
Kidney.
Yeah. You're gonna do it at Open Provincials, and you're gonna turn around, and I'm gonna be there.
You'll be watching.
It's like your sleep paralysis demon, except it's me saying Daddy's Home.
Yes, literally.
Another good ball from Amy.
Gets it on the first one that time.
Yeah, so again, I mean, most of these matches are still relatively close. We just have sort of
Tracy go again?
Tracy.
Yes.
Oh, a little bit heavy, but
Yahtzee.
gets the Yahtzee.
Yeah.
Daddy's Home again in that second position on the Carnage side.
I need us to fast forward through these 5-baggers.
I was like, the folks at home only see the bowling, but us on the back end can actually see each other's facial reactions, and Tyler just like cringes and recoils into his chair when this happens.
I do. Oh, great shot.
Another good ball from Dobbs there. So an unfortunate headpin for Mary Jo.
We are seeing some excellent bowling here today.
It's been really good.
I mean, Johnny, you didn't watch match number 2. You were coaching.
No, I was still doing some watching.
He just had it on his phone. He wasn't actually coaching.
I was doing both. I love this game too much. I have to watch 10,000 things at once for whatever reason.
You're like, I need to be overstimulated by bowling.
When I was first like really getting into the game, I used to, and I fangirled when I met Mark Johnstone because I used to play his TSN match where he started on like front 7, and I would just play that on repeat while I threw ball after ball after ball when I was like first really starting to get into the game. So I remember when the first time I put a WCC event, I was like, it was like meeting my childhood idol when I met Mark Johnstone.
So a little bit of a really random Easter egg. We have Curtis Kaplan on the Carnage. If you go back and watch some of those old TSN matches, I think it's a Mark Johnstone game, I think from like 2007 or 2009. You can actually see Curtis in the audience. We discovered this in the fall. It's really funny. So if you want to see what he looks like, it's really comical to go back and see who you know. But
yes.
I remember showing him that screenshot a few weeks ago, and he was like, "Where did you find this?"
Some people look so different, and some people look the exact same.
Haven't changed at all.
Yeah, people are going to be watching these streams back in like 10 years thinking, "Oh my gosh, who are these people?" So a nice little chop off with a good cover from Nick. Unfortunate head pin for Brad here, so that definitely gives Nick the advantage heading into the second half. Obviously the Carnage with those 3 doubles working. Pinsanity with that double at the top, 2 more strikes, and then that spare.
Pinfall really close.
Yeah, pinfall still really close. 597 on the Carnage side to 661 on the Pinsanity side. So lots more excitement to come, but we'll head to our commercial break here, and we'll see you folks back here in a few minutes.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centres across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
Financial freedom begins with financial literacy.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm thrilled to be a sponsor. My journey began as a teacher because of my deep passion for education. I brought that same passion into the financial world to help families achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about knowing more. That's why I'm here to help you make smart decisions with insurance, investing, and lending, all in one place. I'm Dave, and together we'll help you achieve financial freedom.
So I don't actually know. I assume the I see Trey is practicing. Did the commercial break play as it was supposed to?
I think so. I think we might have just missed the last BPG commercial.
Okay. I'm sorry, BPG. I cannot fast forward to that point.
You just lost the sponsor. Way to go, Maria.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I see Tyler's message. Apparently, the short scheme is incredibly crazy. So
It is wild. You all need to go watch it after this.
yeah, I'm sure many of our viewers do go watch the other stream. I do not. I just don't have time to go watch it. Like I can't watch like 8 hours of bowling in a single day. That's a little bit too much.
That's not
Yeah,
enough.
I usually save it for the next day.
Yeah, you're like, I'll just like watch this while I'm doing work. So
Unfortunately, Ian's run
coming to an end here.
Healthy answers back though. She's not going to go down without a fight.
No, that's for sure.
Nicely done. Tracy having a nice little laugh before she steps up to throw another bomb, hopefully. Staying loose.
Yeah. Yeah, and Ian looking to pick up all his sticks here. Does a good job there.
Other side of the head pin. Oh, and gets it to go anyways.
Yeah. So another Yahtzee. Or Daddy
No,
saw when
that's
he
a
brought a friend.
six-pack.
Oh,
Ugh.
sorry, 6-pack. 6-pack. Daddy saw when
That's
he
how
brought a
you
friend. Or Mommy's home when she brought a friend. I think that's even worse.
Someone's
To be
home?
honest.
And they brought someone?
Yeah.
A parental unit has entered the chat.
Yeah.
No.
Ah,
Some head pins plaguing the Pinsanity side of things.
the commercial break not doing them any favors.
Yeah, Derek on the left side of the head pin there, just a little bit out.
Good spare shot, though.
Yeah, good half for him. So Mark definitely looking to capitalize on Mary Jo's head pin that she had in the 5th frame here.
Yeah.
Bring that match a little bit closer. It's still relatively tight, but again, we know that the Carnage need to take 12 points on the day. I think that's what we determined
Yes.
to get into the playoffs.
They're going to need a minimum of 4 this game if they want to stay alive.
Mhm.
Tracy is certainly helping them with that team total right now, which is a big 3 out of those 4 points.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
really
a little
skinny.
bit. Ooh, too skinny there.
Yeah. It looks like he's just trying to place that shot a little bit.
Yeah, just forcing it. Yeah. Good sticks nonetheless, but
We all know Mark Miller, obviously Autumn Open champion a few times, and he's going to expect better out of himself from shots like that.
yeah, for sure. I'm sure we'll certainly see him bounce back there in the 7th frame.
Yeah. Great shot. Ooh. Bad rotation. That looked really good.
A little bit wonky, giving him the chop off there.
So,
Carnage.
just I know Tyler was saying that the Schwartz division match was close. They just tied. The Rangers just tied.
No
pinfall.
spoilers, Johnny. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. It's happening live.
We have
Yeah,
some
but
people that
yeah, people will watch our stream and then they don't want to know.
They'll be fine.
Okay, folks, if you're upset about spoilers, go
Blame
yell
me.
at Johnny. Don't yell at me.
Blame me all you want. Everyone else
Yeah,
blames
it's
me.
not my fault, guys.
cancel him.
Yeah.
So strikes on the bottom for Pinsanity. Really holding that total close. Neither team wanting to let go. Ooh.
A little
I thought
bit
the ball
quick
was going to stay.
Yeah. It just looked a little bit quick, but
Oh.
Everyone holds their breath.
We're like, is it gonna fall? Be the poltergeist
Whoa,
pin that
super
just
fast that time.
Yeah, very, very quick for Kelsey.
I luckily got to fill in on a league one time at North Rusco, and I loved that house.
When was this? Like how?
I
long
know.
ago?
I knew you're gonna be like, how did that ever happen? I had
was
to
like,
visit
when?
PI one time probably like 5-6 years ago now, and they needed someone to fill in league one night.
That's
it
incredible.
was so cool to play a league where there was no scoring system. It was so
Yeah,
interesting.
it is really fun. Yeah, if I go back to PI for the holidays, I'll usually play. That looks like it was the wind that took that pin out.
And it
really
felt
high. Oof.
Yeah.
Good getaway.
It felt like centers back home. Like it just has that small bowling alley feel to it. Like because you come out west and you've got like the Bonnie Dunes and all that. They're just these huge monsters. The Chinooks. But then back home you've got like 6-lane houses or 8-lane houses that you'd play tournaments at. It just feels like that.
Yeah, and a good cover
Amy,
for
great
Tracy
ball.
there. Yeah, I mean, Rustico Lions Club, those lanes are community run, obviously, by the Lions Club in Rustico. I mean, Rustico is a town hamlet of maybe 500, 600, 700 people. Really small, only 6 lanes, hand scoring. It's definitely a unique feel and a unique vibe being able to play there. Thin from
Trey gets
Trey, but
another
he
one.
gets away with it.
Yeah, it's going to put the pressure on Derek here.
Yeah, especially with that head pin now.
Hmm.
Definitely going to make that interesting.
I'm impressed, Maria. You're right. Rustico is a population of 648 people.
I was totally guessing, and I was like, "Oh God, what if I'm wrong and it's like 5,000 or something?"
There's some apartment buildings downtown Calgary that probably have a bigger population than that.
Yeah, that's definitely
Literally.
true. Unfortunate
Another
head pin for
head pin.
Mary Jo there, so definitely gives Mark a bit of an opening to capitalize here, but nonetheless, still incredibly close.
Be interesting to see what adjustments Mark is making at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, good ball there.
That one.
Yeah, looked a lot more comfortable.
That was
Got it out
probably
of the
a
lane.
ball as well.
Yeah.
A lot more angle for sure. Two teams are just neck and neck. Like even the individual matches are kind of going back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah. No, definitely.
Because the Pinsanity marks are not counting either. No.
No, yeah, they don't. That's only, I think that's only the Quebec Rebels team that counts
That
them
counts
in.
it.
That makes it a bit.
Yes.
It's like predictive and like weird.
Scoring? I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that year I played there was against Tyler, and that was a weird year because it took
Yeah.
a while to figure out. Like it took several games to figure out how it worked. That you
I
get
don't
to
think I even knew by the end.
the 10 and you wouldn't know if you were winning the game or losing, and all of a sudden your score would change by a ton. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, actually, I am.
You like pick a corner pin and your score would go down somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's expecting you to like get a strike or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got some matching spares on the bottom. Brad's still trailing that match, but Tracy making up for it in her individual match. 2 points, 922 to 920.
And Mark's pretty close to even.
Yeah, Pinsanity, a little bit of an edge with the double. Quick feet, dropped it again.
Yeah. Kelsey, again, just looking a little bit fast there.
Yeah.
She is quite speedy, but that's quick even for her.
Yeah. She's such an aggressive player that sometimes it kind of gets away from her.
Yeah. Yeah. There is such thing as being a little bit too aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what we're seeing here now. But
Just start forcing the ball rather than just throwing it.
Yeah.
It's a big shot here for Ian for the spare. That's a big spare.
Yeah.
That gives him big control up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Jeff has coached Kelsey a lot, so I'm sure he'll give her some words. Both teams still have their substitutions.
It's intriguing that we haven't seen one. Not that anyone's playing bad, but just the way that these matches are going. It's interesting. We haven't seen anything change up. Like those 3-4 matches are just, they're interesting.
They're so back and forth. Oh, great ball. Just bounce
good
right in
count for
front of it.
Tracy nonetheless. But
Yeah.
it's that glitch in the matrix. That ball just disappears anytime it goes near that left corner pin, as we were seeing with Kelsey as well. And Trey just a little bit too quick there.
Too excited to get the ham bone.
Yeah, of course.
Tracy looking so solid today.
Yeah.
Trey just not looking comfortable at the line.
Yeah.
See if Dobbs can make a move. He's going to need to throw some strikes if he wants to get back in this match for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Trey giving him a little bit of an opening here, missing that spare, but still definitely some work for Derek if he wants to possibly take this match back.
He hasn't something to build off of.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, realistically, if they were to both clean, Derek takes the win now. Derek technically takes advantage if they clean.
Yeah, by one. Oh.
Yeah. So this, so Mark's headpin there certainly makes this match very interesting. We'll see what Mary Jo can do here.
Matching
And
headpin.
another, matching headpin.
This is a
And
big
that's one of those
now counting.
tough
Yeah.
positions as a coach because you're like, the match is so close. You know Mark Miller's pedigree. Do you give him one more, or do you be aggressive and hope that your player on the bench can have a little different energy?
Yeah.
He's only missed the middle once.
In playing with Mark, like he when he gets on that run, or like because he hits the middle like crazy, but
he
gets on those runs where it just doesn't go for him, and he just starts putting everything straight back in the pit. And it's a hard decision to make, especially knowing where we're at in the season and knowing what you need these next 2 games. Like you put in someone and they say missed 2 frames, then you're wondering what if you left them in.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, for sure.
And an 8-pin game, that's a tough call.
Carnage needs to win both games today, so
yeah.
They certainly have the pressure. Oh, another corner for Nick.
The disappearing bowling ball.
Spare for Brad. It's not a lot. He needs some more.
Like they are making the pull on Mark, and Curtis Kaplan will be going in.
Oh, and maybe one up top for.
Yeah, we do have Rob going in for Kelsey as well. In that top spot.
2 polls. 2 polls in the 9th frame. That's it's a late move, but I mean I like it. You kind of have to. So
it gets I mean you want everyone to have a couple of balls, and I guess you're going into a game against the Roses that's a must win for your whole season on the line. You got to see who, like you got to figure out who's going to be your 5.
Exactly.
And
especially
like I said,
they're trailing right now. So
that's a tough decision as the coach. Like you said, you just got to go with the 5 that you have in your gut, and you live or die on how it goes.
Yeah. No, certainly.
Exactly. Robbie is playing so well these last few weeks of league down in Toffler.
Yeah.
Another just great competitor.
Yeah, definitely.
Shoot.
That's commentator's curse. I'm blaming you, Tyler.
Yeah, that one's on me. So that match is now well out of reach, unfortunately, for the Carnage. With Ian throwing a strike. Oh, no.
So pins you don't want to have to chase down later.
Yeah. Dangerous territory for sure.
Yeah.
And this is
out of Amy.
A repeat of what we saw last year, Pinsanity against Carnage.
Yeah.
Really putting the pressure on them.
Mm-hmm.
They started so strong.
With that 3-bagger out of Amy, they got to find something here right now.
Oh. Where did that 2-pin fall out of? Great shot from Tracy.
Yeah. Tracy's definitely someone you can count on when you need her to throw those big shots. Just such a good competitor, as we've said time and time again.
So much fire.
Yeah.
Massive sitting at 300 in the 8th frame. Derek needs another one. Gets it to go. Huge shot.
Yeah.
Massive with Trey opening 8-9 there.
Yeah.
This match is going to be down to the last ball for sure.
Yeah.
Curtis in here. Remember, these players could have been warming up, so they're not coming in cold necessarily.
Yeah. It's not like the Open where you have to come in cold, so you don't have a chance to throw any practice balls.
No.
Definitely seen them warming up probably on the other side.
Great shot. Great shot from both sides.
Both sides, yeah.
Yeah, great ball.
My palms are getting sweaty.
Yeah. Mom spaghetti.
Oh, okay.
And again, obviously, total is very
So
close on
Very
both sides.
Oh,
Again, we have that double working for Pinsanity, those 2 strikes. And then on the Carnage side, we have that double and 2 strikes again. So we'll see what Brad does here. Covers that
it's
half.
big spare.
4 marks going
Much
into
run.
10. That's what you're looking for.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
That's a tough one for Nick, knowing and needing it again there.
Yeah, it's tough when that happens 2 frames in a row. Definitely doesn't do any, doesn't give you any help in terms of your confidence.
No,
Making those spare
certainly
shots,
not.
Pinfall essentially, I mean, if you countering like factoring marks and stuff, you're looking at a 10 pin difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very close. See what Rob can do here.
Oh,
Hey, and he gets it.
that's big for total.
Huge for total, that's for sure. We'll see what Ian can do here in response.
Yeah, Ian having a great game. Kind of wishing he had this one against the Venom, probably.
Oh,
Oh, and that's huge. I mean, has his point, but
Gonna have to fight for every little bit for total here.
yeah, you definitely want to be getting those sticks for the bottom. Rob punching out that head pin, but still that strike adds 15 extra sticks to their total, and you definitely can't fault him for that.
No, just needs to take a side here.
Yeah,
Get as
take
many
some
as he can.
sticks.
Well done.
Yeah. So definitely Tracy with a chance to keep adding some sticks to the bottom for the Carnage.
Yeah, she's definitely going to be one of the big difference makers here.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That looks pretty good. Oh, hers does not go.
3 pin just sort of flops over and dies.
Yeah, great count though. Lots of sticks.
Yeah.
Amy counting double here.
Yeah.
Looks good.
oh, wow.
Matching corner.
Yeah. Still huge for total, nonetheless.
That's yeah.
Absolutely.
That was double. It's gonna make Derek's first shot here in 10 extra.
Really important.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a huge mish. Yeah.
Mish?
Mish. Huge mish. Huge miss.
Great game
Extra
out of
5
Tracy.
for Tracy. Yeah, excellent game. Really well done. That's what Carnage needed.
You come in and put up a
Great.
358 game when your team needs to win some games. I mean, you can't really ask for much more out of a.
Yeah.
Oh, the only miss was last ball in 10.
Yeah. So let's see what Derek does here. This is going to have some pretty big implications.
Oh,
big push.
Big push, big jump out of flop out of Derek.
I'm glad he landed on
Ray's strike is equally as important. He can steal this match back now.
This is great. This is quite the finish. We get the sports stream. We got it over here.
Yeah.
We're gonna snipe the viewers.
Holds the line.
A good cover
there.
for Derek there.
Yeah.
Oh, and another good shot for
another
Trey.
Not phased at all.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Trey is down 17. So Derek throws a strike, he wins by 2, no matter what.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I wonder if he knows.
So we'll see what Trey does here.
Trey's up first. Oh.
A little bit
him
too
a little
quick.
bit of breathing.
Yeah.
Needs to hit the middle. And he'll do so.
A lot of pins for pinfall. That's a lot of pins for pinfall.
That's a lot. Yeah. Holy.
I
Huge
don't know
for
if I've
Carnage.
seen-
Really making a push.
Yeah. No, yeah, huge for total. Don't know if I've seen Derek that animated on a lane and A little
quite
while.
some time.
I played
Yeah.
an entire open provincials with him last year, and I don't know if I saw him that animated.
I was gonna say,
He's a pretty calm, cool, collected guy.
yeah, it's a pretty, even, like, level-headed
Big for
guy.
Curtis.
Yeah.
Just slides by. Mary Jo has a chance here.
A little fast, a little wanting it too much.
Now, did he get the extra? Did he get the deuce on the other side as well? 'Cause it's
No.
counting 7.
I don't think so.
I'll just have to make the score correction on that
I'll have
one.
to fix that.
Mary Jo gets
Strike
it
from
right.
Mary Jo. Yeah.
That's big. That's
Oh,
really big.
Way left on that ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played a totally different
Knowing
angle.
he needed to hit pins for sure. Still plays the outside though. Risky.
Yeah. Always play the inside.
So it doesn't need the score correction. 30 count, still a 30 count.
Yeah.
We're not going to stress too much about that. It's an important moment here. So another one.
Oh.
Yes. Gets it to go. Steals the match.
Look at the animation out of her.
If I remember correctly, she did this in last year's game against the Carnage as well.
Yeah.
Steals
the match and puts them up. Has an opportunity to put them up even more. They're leading by 9. Brad has the mark though.
Yeah.
Huge shot. Great finish.
Yeah.
Brad needs this one really bad.
That's barring something crazy, that's
that could be the end of their season.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an unfortunate punch for Brad in the 10th there, that's for sure. Definitely fought hard, but Pinsanity
not a bad game at all. 1300.
Yeah, it did come out to play, that's for sure.
Yeah, 13-12. So of course Nick needing just 4 points to solidify the total. His match is already won. Heartbreaking for Carnage here.
Yeah.
Set up with a great 9th frame and just didn't quite have enough. And Pinsanity doing excellent work in the 10th frame, throwing Trey and Mary Jo, throwing doubles.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely putting those strikes in the 10th frame when they needed to, picking up the rest of their team, obviously with Ian and Amy having opens in the 10th, but showing at the bottom that, they could throw the marks when they needed to.
Yeah.
So with the two,
Oh, Jeff just walked in the door. He doesn't have the biggest smile on his face.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's understandable. That's for sure. So with that, we have Pinsanity taking 6 points to the Carnage's 2, a big 13-37 for Pinsanity to 13-12 for the Carnage. That puts the Carnage, I think, at 43.5 points, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just look here, double check. Which unfortunately means if they get those 8 points, the last match only puts them at 52.5, which is still behind Venom with their 53. So an unfortunate end to things there. But with that, we'll bring our coaches back in. Hello, Mr. Alan Clark.
Hello.
How are you guys feeling there in Rustico?
We're pretty excited back here.
Very excited.
Yes, I was going to say that it's pretty animated. The bottom of your lineup definitely did a great job of picking Ian and Amy up with those opens in the 10th frame. We were talking about how animated some of your bowlers were being, and that we don't sometimes normally see that. Talking about my mother.
She was looking like she was having the time of her life up there.
Yeah. She doesn't even look at me like that. She sees her child.
I mean, bowling is a little bit better than you, Maria. It's okay.
Thanks, Johnny.
Thanks.
Yeah. And Jeff, obviously not the finish you guys were looking for. I mean, the team definitely fought right until the end. It was close. Like, we didn't know which way it was going to go heading into the 10th frame. How are you guys sort of feeling heading into that last match of the season for you guys?
Well, yeah, I want to say look out roses because we're freewheeling now. It's gonna, this last game's gonna be fun with them in the house here together with us. We're a couple lanes away from each other, so I think we're gonna enjoy it and have some fun and wrap up the season here.
Now it's a pride thing between these two teams.
Yes, it is.
These are people that have been playing for years. Now it's the pride thing of who's going to beat who.
Yeah, maybe Johnny is going to be out there on the lane providing commentary at this point. But
punching each other, one or the other.
Yeah, we're going to have a brawl on the 5PL. Well, Pinsanity, great end to your season, obviously, with that those 6 points in the last match. But we'll see you in relegation this summer. And Jeff, with the Carnage, we'll see you guys here shortly after our commercial break, back for the last game of the regular season in the Cargill division.
Good luck, guys.
See ya.
Take care.
All right, thanks, guys.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centres across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
Financial freedom begins with financial literacy.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm thrilled to be a sponsor. My journey began as a teacher because of my deep passion for education. I brought that same passion into the financial world to help families achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about knowing more. That's why I'm here to help you make smart decisions with insurance, investing, and lending, all in one place. I'm Dave, and together we'll help you achieve financial freedom.
Okay, it's gonna get tight in here. We're doing a three-way coaches meeting.
Three-way.
Okay, I was like, please finish that sentence.
Oh God. Okay.
Well, with this, we're back again for our last match of the day. We have the Roses playing the Carnage, both at Toffler Lanes in Calgary. I think they're on mute now because I see laughing, but I don't hear anything.
No, she punched me in the leg. It's okay.
I think that's probably well deserved.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Coaching abuse. She's hurting her coach.
Manager.
complaining to the Calgary
Write a letter.
manager who's
Write a
write a letter to me.
Write-
Yeah.
President.
Great idea. So obviously an exciting sort of fun last match to end things off today. In the Cargill division, we have both teams playing out of Toppler. How are you guys feeling heading into this match? How are the bowlers feeling? I know you guys have been there for most of the morning watching each other. So yeah, how are you guys feeling?
Do you want to play at no top?
Yeah, I'm up
Okay.
for that. Yeah.
I think it's good out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have
We're
taken
not
a
going
few
to see any
corners falling on the last game,
Yeah. See?
right?
No tap toppler.
Yeah.
no top. There you
Stacey,
go.
your team obviously is still needing some points to get it up in that playoff standings. Is
Mhm.
there anything you've told the team differently this game?
No, I had a mixed team practice with Coach Johnny, so they talked amongst themselves.
Lots of
That's
trust you
fair.
have in them.
Jeff talked to them.
Yeah, Coach Jeff coached the other team.
Well, I'll
I
just coach
gave-
everyone.
I gave
Yeah.
two of my bowlers that got pulled last game craps. So
Oh.
your bowl, the
Oh, well, you're
Rich,
coaching
Rich,
them.
the ones that I'm coaching
Yeah,
next
yeah.
week. So
It's a confusing bunch right here today.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of intermingling.
Like, we have pizza, veggies, beer. It's good.
As long as
Well, why
you're
don't you
well
tell us
fed.
your lineups?
Oh my God. Parker, Christine, Derek, Carol, Michaela, Cello, and Rich on the bench. What's yours, Jeff?
oh my god, that's so much pressure. I haven't had time to think about it yet.
This does
So-
not
so-
reflect on me. This is all them.
Kelsey, Tracy, let's go Rob. Let's go
Me and Jeff are gonna bowl.
Derek.
Yeah.
and we'll put Brad. Let's put Bob.
Emergency spare Johnny.
We'll 5, and then Brad and Mark coming off the bench.
Awesome. All right.
That was a game time decision.
Game time decision, ready to go. Okay, well, best of luck to you guys, and we'll see you again after the match.
All right.
Awesome. All right, guys.
Good luck, you two.
Okay, so we'll run through our lineups again here. So for the Carnage, we have Curtis Kaplan, Kelsey Wilton, Tracy Smith, Brad Wilton, Bobby Kite, Rob Wolfson, Derek Dobbs, Mark Miller, manager Jeff Wilson, bowling out of Toppler. And then we have the Toppler Roses. We have Parker Anderson, Rich Weber, Derek Holm, Marcello Jurisic, Daryl Wood, Christine Poksa, Michaela Sanderson, managed by Stacy Weber, and also bowling out of Toppler Bowl, where Johnny is also just hanging out in their office.
Yeah.
To
I'm
confirm,
loving
this
this
is not
because-
the Carnage lineup.
No, it's not. I love that we have, so on the stream, we've got Roses and Carnage playing each other at the same center. And on the other stream, we have the Bombers and the Average Pros playing each other at the same center.
Oh, that's hilarious.
The same number of lanes apart.
That's
so
funny.
Also, with the team on the left being on the right side of the house and the team on
Yeah.
the right being on the left side
I
of
was-
the house.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
There's too many parallels.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a shakeup from the Roses. Obviously, we talked about like for the Carnage, this is a game of pride now. But for the Roses, they are trying to get out of that 4th spot. Like they want to get at least an extra round, or like kind of get. It's not necessarily a first round bye, but I think it kind of acts like a bye.
Yeah.
We've lost the score screen here. I think it was just rebooting for the Carnage. So Bobby is not up bowling for
He's
real.
practicing.
It's the practice ball.
And when it comes
It
to
was
the
a really good practice ball.
is it do you get any sort of payout based on how you finish in the regular season? No, it's just based on your playoff finishes, right?
I believe it is based on playoff finish, and then the team that finishes in 6th place does get, I think,
Yeah.
the money back
Yeah.
or something like that. Or a little bit of cash to play with.
Yeah, I think you're correct in that.
And then I'm assuming the team, like with the most points overall in the regular season, would get something as well, like as a.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. No.
No,
Just-
because they get the opportunity to win the league. So
Yeah,
that's why
just
there.
the pride thing of having the most points, I guess.
Yeah.
I want to
Stacey
see
is like-
Stacey do a turkey dance on the lane.
I think she's going to shake their hands. There we
Oh
go.
my gosh. On screen.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what kind of bets are being made out there. I heard a lot of yelling of what are we playing for? So
5PL does not condone gambling or betting or
Gambling.
wagering.
I will put up our little no gambling.
I didn't know that was a banner thing.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone can go back and catch that Curtis Kaplan tapping Rich Weber later. Put that in the blooper reel.
Yeah, I'm glad we don't have audio in the pit for both of these teams. I'm sure we're going to be hearing some pretty funny commentary. So if that was the case, I'd have to run our little adult talk warning ticker probably for most of the match.
It would
on what I can
harm
hear
our quest
now,
to
you
monetize.
have audio out there.
Yeah. Johnny's actually just going to set up a chair on lane 7. Just sit there.
I'll be the foul line judge.
Could you imagine if we had foul line judges? Gosh, every ball.
Yeah.
Ooh, corner to start.
Yeah. So again, we see a little bit of a shakeup on the Carnage lineup. Jeff's just, making that up at the last minute. We have Kelsey, Tracy, Rob, Derek, and then Bobby coming in on the bottom.
Yeah. I think that's a smart play. Kelsey started really strong, just kind of lost it in a few frames. Tracy, obviously, excellent playing.
Did Kelsey get 9?
I don't even think she got 7.
She did not. Okay.
Sorry, what was the number we said it is for roses again? They
took 1.
I'll bring it up. Yeah. So they took 1. So they have 40. They have 54.5. So they need
all 8.
6 points. They need all 8. Oh yeah, they do need all 8. Yeah.
Yeah, because I do believe they lost.
They need all 8, or they need 7.5. Because I don't know head to head.
I think
what
they
happened
lost
with the Rock and Rollers. I do think they lost. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they need 8.
I don't know how we got 915, but
that is. I mean, it's 15. That's all that matters.
15
yeah, we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave it be for right now until it actually becomes a problem.
That's what we tell the kids we coach them. 15 is 15.
Yeah.
No matter how you get it.
Yeah. Well, no, it
Gutter
kind of
gutter
does.
15 is not ideal.
Yeah, I would say deuce, 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 11.
You know what? If it's in the first frame, you got 15.
Yeah. True.
Nice cover
And a
from
good
Tracy
cover
there.
for Tracy there. Yeah. Definitely going to be looking to keep that momentum flowing from that first match. Seeing her looking so strong out there on the lane.
Yeah. Rose is off to a quick start. Spare, strike. See if Michaela can clinch up the bottom, give them 5 marks to start. Robbie, much better shot. Nicely done.
And another great ball for Dobbs.
Yeah.
I could see this being just 2 absolute monster games thrown at each other right now.
I think you might be onto something there, Johnny. This is Coach Johnny's prediction. Do we want to make a prediction for what we think the scores might be? What do we think the total for both is going to be?
I
honestly, do we think it's going to be 3?
I think we see a 1400.
So you think we see 28? You think we see 28?
I think that it's going to be the Roses over the Carnage. I think it's going to be like a 1450 to like a 1380.
Ooh,
Okay.
I'm going to say.
You going to pop that in the chat, Johnny, so you're locked in?
What was what I said? I said Roses over Carnage.
If you're correct, I will buy you Chick-fil-A. I don't know if you want that, but.
Well, as long as they don't mess it up this time.
Yeah.
What did I say? 1450 to 1380?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and how is this going to count? Oh, it gave her a strike. Yeah, so Johnny Mac locking in his prediction 1450 to
Wow.
1380. Tyler, what are you saying?
I'm gonna say Roses over Carnage.
Okay.
5-3 split though.
Okay.
1427 to 1376.
Okay. Please record that in the comments or wherever.
Oh. I don't remember what I
We
said.
do not condone
People.
gambling of any kind. I don't think we have to say
No,
that
this is just
again.
predictions.
We do not. This
Just
is
predictions.
predictions.
It's gonna
I
be
told
funny
Johnny
when
I'd buy him
somehow this
Chick-fil-A.
turns around and it ends up being like an 1100 to 1100.
We're being really optimistic. Everyone's just so good. We're just
I expect everyone to always throw strikes.
true. This is why he's such a good coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially when he's a team captain for me and Rachel and I go up and throw a deuce.
Yeah, that's why we finished dead last.
All because of me, guys. Confirmed. All right, so Tyler says 1427 for the Roses to Carnage 1376.
How about you, Maria? Are we gonna get a prediction out of you?
Yeah, I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna say Carnage.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say Carnage. 1494. Roses.
Whoa.
Big score.
1494.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Roses like 1456.
Holy.
I'm gonna go big. I don't know if I can
Massive.
post a comment. Me posting a comment as 5PL. Come on, guys. I respect it's the big scores. They better. Like Tracy, you can't miss spares like that. Not corners, spares.
Oof, another one. Well, Roses are certainly off to a 1400 pace start, if not more.
Yeah. Definitely going to be very high energy at Toppler. Both of these teams, as we were saying, lots of intermingling. Jeff coaching the men's team out of Calgary. Some of the men are on the Roses team. Some of the men are on the Carnage team. Stacy on the mixed team.
There's a lot of
Johnny.
spectators down here too.
Is there? Yeah.
There's a
That's so
time
nice
where
to see.
my whole mixed team, like my mixed team stuck around, and then you've got like the Brittany Johnsons are here and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, Dave Sanderson's here.
The whole crew is there, which is
The
great
whole
to
crew
see.
is here. Half of the
Yeah,
Monday Night
so
League is in the building right now.
Yeah. Yeah. They're there and
Bobby
they're
going
thinking, oh
5
gosh.
goals. Wow.
Yeah.
Maria, I don't know if they can handle your pressure. You're too intimidating.
Yeah.
It's not even like I didn't do anything
You want
crazy
some
compared to you
commentator
guys.
first? Wow.
I can't delete my comment now. No.
It's okay. They're having their one frame and they're gonna light it up.
Yeah, we're only in the second frame, guys.
Yeah, it's
Still
just with
lots of game to go.
1500s, you can't take many frames off.
You can't have one frame.
With 1500s, you can't take a whole lot of frames off.
One frame. We'll give them one frame.
Yeah, and they're all gonna shoot like
and then
5 baggers.
Yeah. If he doesn't smarten up. Yeah, oh my gosh, Tyler's nightmare. Everyone throwing 5 baggers, so he has to listen to me.
I would
that should be incentive enough. No such thing. Steve Barker on my side. I appreciate you, Steve. No commentator curse.
For Mitchell on the scoring, this scoring system is based off of 10-pin scoring, so it does have programming in it for single pin scoring, essentially.
Yeah.
Because it's also a 10-pin based scoring machine that can kind of handle both ways.
It had a little panic the first frame, and then they sorted it out.
Yeah, they
Rob
figured it out
Wilson
now.
one night had like 999 randomly show up in like the 5th frame for him. Like some weird things happen with the scoreboard sometimes.
Yeah.
It is an older system as well, so yeah, sometimes it's a little temperamental.
Yeah. Good half for Bobby there.
1 mark on the board.
I just have really high expectations for everyone to always bowl really good.
As you should. This is the
And if they don't
professional
smarten
league
up,
of
Johnny's
Canada.
going to go out there and yell at them. Parker missing quite a bit on the left-hand side, looking like he was almost on the outside of that 3-pin.
Gets the bonus, though.
Yeah.
Hey, 30's 30.
Hey, 30 is 30, you're right.
30 is 30.
Oh. Kelsey's certainly looking to light things up here.
Yeah.
Again, I think we have Curtis and Mark on the bench for them this game.
Is it Curtis and Mark or Brad and Mark? I can't remember what.
Brad and Mark. I think that's right. I think Curtis is out now. Yeah.
Available.
Yeah.
Scratched.
Yeah. Came in through 2 frames. Like, I'm good. It's enough for
Get
me.
scratched.
Yeah. So this is my practice.
Touch it. Ooh, no close by. So that is the first open for the Roses. Oh, there we go. 9 again. What the heck?
It's on a head pin. It likes to count 9.
Head pins are 9.
Yeah.
This is, we'll have to, but
very
it didn't for
interesting.
Derek.
I don't know.
What is going on?
But at least
What
it's
is
not
happening?
on a mark. It's not on a mark. And there's the 1
Yeah.
again.
That's so strange.
This is one of those
Oh.
things
It
that I
is
would
10.
love for this to be the first game of 5-pin bowling that someone's ever watched. And there's like, what is happening? But none of this
Like,
makes-
how are you getting 9 and then 1 and then 5? Like, math isn't real. This is absurd.
15's 15, right?
Yeah, 15 is 15.
15.
Eh,
Oh.
doesn't
That
quite
head
get the
pin
push.
never came back. Yeah.
Head pin
I've only ever
disappeared.
seen 2 actual true 9 counts in my life. I had it one time at Bonnie Doon when I went with Brad, and I saw it once at Paradise.
You've only seen 2? I feel like I've seen so many of them.
9 counts?
Yeah.
Brian Hurst has a 9 spare at Paradise.
That's actually incredible.
And like,
That's
how
really
many people have a 9 spare? He might be the only one. Maybe not. Free fall, you probably saw a little bit more. Stuff bounced
I was
around.
gonna say.
I've
The
thrown
lanes
nine.
I was gonna say the lanes I bowled at when I was like a little kid were free fall.
Yeah, no, I've only ever seen 2 9 counts. I had one, and then
I was
I
like, I'm
saw,
pretty sure I've had a 9. It's like I've definitely had a 9, and I think it was like last year.
Oh, that's way better from Derek.
Yeah, good ball for Derek to bounce back there. Realize he's picking up his towel, not another ball.
Is she going to give us the turkey dance, though?
No.
Oh, Michaela.
Oh, come on.
She's too cool
No,
for
she
that.
said she was going to send her mom on the lane to do the turkey dance, although I think that might be a little bit distracting for poor Bobby.
Yeah.
Oof, not enough backup.
Yeah. Just didn't move quite as much as he was expecting there.
You know, Steve Barker, the commentator curse is feeling kind of real right now.
Yeah, but which one of us is cursing this? Me?
You.
It
You
could
did
be
it-
all of us.
No, you
Johnny,
did it-
you were the one.
You
Yeah,
did
but
it-
you were the one who spoke into existence. I'm going to say this, and then they're all going to throw 11. They're both going to throw 1100. You're the one who said it. I didn't say it.
You said this 5-pin universe. You are the representative of the whole association right now.
Oh gosh, my views are my own. They do not represent the views of 5-pin universe.
With all the disclaimers today.
Yeah.
No gambling, adult content, views are our own. Any other
Oh,
disclaimers?
yeah.
Wondering
So
if we're
give
going to
us
be seeing
a
a
poll
little,
here.
a little poll. And we'll see who's going to be going in for.
And it was
We'll
just a
see.
head pin.
Mark,
It was
And
not
it's
9.
Mark.
Yeah, and then
Just
it's
a
fine.
headpin.
That's fine. It's so weird. I think that's a fair poll. After 4 opens, you're kind of,
Yeah.
if you're going to want to make any kind of move, you definitely got to make a change. Mhm.
Fourth frame.
Really flat from Christine. Nice and aggressive, just didn't have the finish. Gonna give Tracy a chance to hop back in this match here. Oh, especially going through the hole like that. Yeah.
Nice push for Tracy. You can hear the crowd roar in the background from Johnny's mic. Picking that up there. As much as we're going to do our coaches interviews after the game, we might get a little cameo from a couple players.
I want to see them all squished in the office.
Yeah, everyone needs to go in the office.
I can probably make that happen.
I think that is a great idea.
Absolutely burned on the corner. Oh no. Not a great pattern. I feel like we're getting some cross lane.
There's definitely
some
jabs being made right now.
Mm-hmm.
Derek not looking super sharp on his corners here.
And not surprisingly, the voice that I can hear over everyone is Parker.
Of course it is.
Oh. Was that cheering that I heard? Like cheering.
Yeah, so no time Daryl, because he takes half a second on the lane. They were screaming, make sure we cheer before he even picks up his ball, because that's the only time we'll have.
This is correct.
And it's crazy that Daryl is that way. I've seen Daryl on like front 8, and there's still just like it's the first ball he's ever thrown. He just gets up and throws it.
Yeah. No time.
It's crazy to see the difference between some people who take 2 minutes on the approach for getting ready to throw a ball and someone who just gets up and just walks towards line.
Ooh.
Oh, he just left again. He's got that big drift left in his feet, so sometimes it can be hard to counteract that.
He's got that real candlepin form, which is just a big widespread throw to just try and get pins to splatter around.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit closer to the head pin that time, but Michaela's got the hand bone. This is for Michaela.
So we got 2 doubles on the Roses and 2 strikes for the Carnage. So Roses are going to have a chance to put some space between them again.
Yeah. Total, certainly the Roses have the advantage at this point here. But Carnage looking to, again, bounce back a little bit heading into that commercial break and to get some points building up here.
And when we're looking at that magic number that we were kind of talking about earlier, like right now the Roses are in that position for all 8.
They need everything. Yeah, they need everything.
Yeah. Like there's no match, like we looked at last match, you got Tracy running the front 6 or whatever, and there was a match kind of gone right off the bat, but no one's doing that right now. Like there's no, at least on the Carnage side, no one's running. That's kind of the Roses looking, saying, well, we can't get that one.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, that's for sure.
Another headpin in that leadoff spot.
Better ball for Christine there. Carrying everything.
So again, score correction not going to matter for that top spot. Still counts the same.
Yeah.
We were just begging Mendez to hold on to the end of this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, this is the only center I've ever been at that runs Mendez.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
And a good ball for Tracy there to double things up.
Yeah.
At least this version of Mendez. Like maybe I've been other places, but this version of Mendez.
Yeah.
A good ball for Derek there to bounce back.
Rose is now 5 in a row as a team. 1 for Carnage.
Yeah.
Some little doubles on their side.
Yeah. Yep. Derek looking to keep things going here. Daryl going a little bit wide.
I'm pretty sure he was laughing because I heard a Rich Weber, "Oh my God, guys, we're going to miss him. Everyone look."
Ooh, a little bit too skinny from Derek there. The headpin just plopping over, leaving that chop.
Oh, that was inside and turning towards the 2-pin and still cherry.
It's just how it goes sometimes. Yes, Michaela.
Oh,
Daddy's
no.
home.
Daddy's home.
No.
Daddy's home.
Donnie,
This is
I thought you were gonna go do Daddy's home to her.
No.
I feel like you're gonna run out into the pit. We see Johnny with his hand outstretched.
I was just
Let's see what
sending
Bobby.
I was just sending that little comment for Tyler.
Ugh.
Oh, it even sent twice by the looks of it. Double.
Oh, gets it with the off balance. The big thumbs down from me.
He's like, I give that no big booms.
No big
Zero
booms at
big
all.
booms.
Well, with that, Rose is obviously in control of the match, looking to sweep the Carnage. They need those 8 points to get into that top position, heading into playoffs. With a 619 total to a 412 for the Carnage. A pair of doubles working for the Carnage with a single strike, and then 4 strikes and 1 spare on the Rose's side. We'll see what's in store in the second half of the match.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centers across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
Financial freedom begins with financial literacy.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm thrilled to be a sponsor. My journey began as a teacher because of my deep passion for education. I brought that same passion into the financial world to help families achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about knowing more. That's why I'm here to help you make smart decisions with insurance, investing, and lending, all in one place. I'm Dave, and together we'll help you achieve financial freedom.
Last
right.
5 frames of the regular season.
So I got an update on the 9 scoring. So I
Okay.
didn't realize this part. So with Mendez, because it's a 10-pin scoring system, it's all based on cameras. So what stays is happening is there's either a shadow, like something has moved and there's a shadow, or just the way like a camera might have moved on someone fixing a tangle or something. And because of that, it's just not seeing certain pins at certain times sometimes.
Interesting.
And yeah, because 10-pin scoring obviously is done on camera. So this is a 10-pin scoring system.
Interesting.
So there's a little fun fact for anyone at home that was curious.
So Parker starting off with a head pin there. A little bit punchy so far on the day.
Yeah, Miller's going to have some work to do, though, after the 5 opens to start. Oh, that ball just tracked right into the head bin.
Yeah.
Great spare.
Yeah, good half for Tracy there. Definitely going to be wondering if we might see a switch happening in that second spot on the Roses side. Just with Tracy heating things up a little bit here and the Roses knowing what they need to do to get into that top spot. Another great ball from Rob there.
Now, yeah.
Marcello in here, yeah. And there's going to be some pressure here, too, on Derek with Bobby throwing the turkey. Oh. Another one. Carnage lighting it up after the commercial break.
Sorry, slight technical issue on my end. I couldn't hear anything.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, no, I'm back again. I'm back now. Sometimes
Okay,
it just disconnects randomly.
Mm.
Bobby with a little bit of a hop at the line, looking like he's stuck a little bit.
I gave him
Did he
12, but he definitely only had a top. No.
I was going to say, he didn't actually get the 12, right? Okay.
Oh.
Oh, and 3 head pins for the Roses.
That's a tough
Start
one
things
for.
off after the commercial break. I thought only Rich did that.
That's a tough one there.
Again, some more drama over on the Schwartz side. So you guys should all definitely check that stream out. If my math is correct, there will be a tie for a playoff spot, but I don't know how it's going to shake out. So. Well, something different at least for Daryl.
I was going to say, Daryl looking to break that trend, break the pattern. He did. Leaving that left corner. And covering that with ease.
We'll see if Michaela can add to the parental unit.
Daddy's home and brought a friend.
Yeah. Did you hear that, Tyler? Daddy's home and he brought a friend.
I did.
Daddy's home and he brought a friend.
I'm gonna get a towel made for you, Tyler. To say on it.
Yeah, so
that's really kind and generous, but I think there's better ways to spend your money.
No, I think that's the best way. So Parker just being a little bit punchy now. You can see lobbing that ball quite far down the lane. Probably feeling a little bit frustrated. I'm sure We don't want to hear what he's saying.
No.
Probably not
Definitely
safe
not.
for stream.
Yeah, definitely not safe for stream. So wondering if we'll be seeing maybe a pull in that first spot there. I mean, he is up in that match, but still. We have Cello going in for Christine in that second spot, especially with Tracy sort of pulling ahead a little bit here. I'm throwing those marks.
Oh.
Cello's had lots of practice, Johnny. Any insight on how Cello was, throwing in your mixed team practice?
He is trying to think of a million different things at once that he needs to, like, he's like, well, I need to do this, and this. Okay, well, let's maybe start with one.
Why does he sounds like the dog and up that's like squirrel.
Maybe not change your entire bowling approach all at once. Let's try little things. Hello there, Brandon, a fellow Newfoundlander that moved out west. I believe living in Saskatchewan now.
I mean, you can put the comment on the screen.
I don't know how to do this.
You tap on it. Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I was like, otherwise people are going to have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know.
There you go. Better ball for Derek there.
I'm not the tech.
You're still young though, Johnny.
Feel old.
So Rob looking to
Great
continue
shot.
that streak with the ham bone.
Ham bone. Oh, dirty. Just slides that one off the deck.
We'll see what Michaela can do here. And Derek looking to find it again, just a little bit skinny.
Yeah.
A little bit too skinny. Missing the head pin. What do we say for this? Like, Daddy's home when he brought two friends and another friend. Daddy's home. Brought a friend. And another friend. Tyler's like, am I awake right now, or is this my nightmare?
There's a whole party of friends happening right now.
Yeah. We're gonna say a party of friends. We're not gonna use more adult language than that.
Painful. So everyone at home, you can start making your picks for your Cargill division divisional champs, as we know who's going to be in the playoffs. You're going to have Rock and Rollers, Mayhem, Misfits, Roses, and the Venom. We're just trying to figure out who's got to play who.
Yeah.
Maria, you're the tech person. You should make some sort of like bracket challenge. I know it's a small bracket, but see if
should I? Think. Well, you can message Carrie about this.
I don't know how to do any of this stuff.
Yeah, but you don't know how to send a message.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, confirmed, guys. Johnny only sends emails. He'll get back to you in 4 to 6 business days.
Please don't give out my email to anyone.
It's better than a fax, I guess.
Yeah. I do love receiving emails, though, I will say.
I receive too many.
That's fair. So, Parker will be looking to find something a little bit different here.
We get a double pull in the top spot.
Yeah. A little bit different, but not yet a strike. Taking a little bit more.
I think if he cherries this, I'm going to say it. I think if he cherries this, the last ball is going to be very much lobbed down the lane.
If he cherries it. It's like when he cherries it.
Oops.
Well, Johnny, let's see your prediction. It's going to be at the pins.
Wow, no. He constrained himself.
He showed restraint. He should have, Tyler?
Maybe he should have. Would have hit
Tyler, I would pay to see you throw.
I want to see Tyler lob bowling.
I have. It's happened.
I want to see it.
I just can't imagine it. Oh, Tracy. Oh, another one. Keeping it going.
Gets it down. Putting the pressure on. Says, you know what, Roses? You cannot have that first place easily.
Great ball for Cello. Rob looking to get the 5th one here. And he does
No.
not. So
Denied.
unfortunately.
Traffic.
So we'll say, yeah, Daddy's stuck in traffic. Daddy
Makes me
issues.
Oh,
Or we
darn.
can just say he got a left corner and leave it at that.
No, that's not fun.
Derek, whew.
A little bit too thin there.
Yeah.
It's a little slide, but not too far over.
Gotta hit a little bit more of the head pin for that.
Yeah.
He needs to focus on this corner. He hasn't hit one yet.
Well, I mean, Tyler, commentator
Yes,
curse.
so is Jeff looking over from
That was
and going, Derek, you better figure this out before the weekend.
Yeah.
all I'm saying is that one's on Derek. He chose to turn around while standing on the lane.
That's
They're
true.
Jeff's gonna make Derek run the gauntlet before he goes home today.
I think he should. I'd be like,
Stacey
yeah,
too.
we're gonna stream it.
Oh, that's a good little bonus feature for anyone who has paid
subscribe to Patreon.
Gauntlets after, yeah.
Yeah, that's paid content.
That is paid content. But
So we are gonna,
you guys.
Oh
yeah. After Derek's little fumble in the 8th frame, we are gonna have a substitution coming in that position as well. We'll have Rich coming in.
Nope.
No.
No more friends.
Michaela, but yeah, no more friends.
No more friends.
But a great run for Michaela nonetheless. I don't know if the deuce fell.
I'm hearing people say it did.
It did. Yeah. Okay. I was like, do I have to go back and check?
Great spare from Poppy. Yeah, I mean, again, like obviously this is a fun game. There's lots of chirping going on, but it does matter for the Roses if they want that first place.
Yeah.
In the division. They're set up well for it. They need some work from Marcello and I guess now Rich. So
yeah, certainly not out of reach. Gonna make their job a little bit tougher here. With Tracy and Rob throwing some great shots there. But
yeah, another one from Brad. He's gonna put the pressure on Parker here.
Yeah, Parker definitely needing to make the spare, and he covers it well.
I wonder if my 5-3 is going to be right, but I'm going to be way off on scores.
Yeah, I think we're all going to be way off on scores. That's okay.
Off.
We were all being really generous.
Well, look at the first frame. It was like so good.
We're basing it off of one frame.
Well, Tracy left on that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it definitely makes things really interesting. Yeah, Cello with that double and Tracy with that open and 9.
Rich is in trouble now, though.
Yeah.
You're going to need a lot of help from Robbie if they won all 8.
New prediction. Johnny, you can't change your prediction. We do not condone gambling in any form.
So does go wide, but he's pretty almost locked up that match.
Yeah, more or less locked up now. We'll see what he does with this and covers that half. So yeah, that's it for that match. So unfortunately, the Roses will not be taking the lead in the division. Did we confirm that the Rock and Rollers beat the Roses? If they do indeed tie,
they can't. They would have had to go 7.5.
Oh, they 7.5. Okay, I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, it doesn't.
I thought it was only 7. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah.
So Rock and Rollers will be the divisional champions this year.
Yep. So they'll have that first round bye.
And then, assuming they get all 7, we'll hold off to go through the rest of the standings.
Yeah. Certainly a great season for the Roses. The Carnage coming close, but not quite getting there in terms of the playoffs. But
yeah, it just means
we'll
we
see.
have the magic that the Venom had today, because holy
Yeah.
fire.
Oh, definitely.
And that is back-to-back years, I believe, that Pinsanity kind of came in the last week and
delivered a spoiler to the Carnage.
Yeah. But I mean, like
Yes.
like talking to Jeff about it in between the matches, you can look back. There's how many pins and points do you leave up throughout the season that it could have made it not come down to that. Like I believe he said when they played the Venom, they lost by 3 pins or something. Like it's early in the season, you feel like, oh, it's 1 point here, it's 1 point there, but when it's the last game, you don't want to be chasing it.
Yeah, it all adds up.
Brad's got a max of 236 here, so Parker's still got to do a little bit of work. Opens the door for him.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah. A
Brad
huge
wants
ball
it.
for Brad there. That double sub in that leadoff position for the Carnage definitely has worked out for them.
You could see the pride in like the pride factor of it there, where the match really doesn't mean anything, but Brad was still so animated about coming up and throwing that shot.
Yeah. And Brad's definitely someone that you can trust when you need to throw those big shots in matches to
lots
win
of
some points.
experience.
So
Gets it done.
Yeah, another great ball for Hambone.
Who's the point in that? I guess it's got to be Brad. Yeah,
So
the other ones were
tougher game for Parker there. Didn't miss the middle at all, but just had some unfortunate punches there, and only a couple strikes.
2 misses.
Yeah,
He missed in the
2
third frame. That weird 7.
Oh yeah, he did. Sorry, I was thinking it was a head pin and then a 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Missed in the third frame.
Oh. And the punch for
another daddy stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
So it's gonna look like a 5-3 split here.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Bring up our points here. It's not 12.
I think that's still going to be enough for the Roses to get up to second place. They were 54.5, and if they take 5, that's 59.5. They pass Mayhem by half a point.
Yeah. Tyler, we'll do our math at the end and we can bring up the graphics and actually know what's happening.
This is the advantage of having multiple windows open, okay? I can look ahead.
Well, yeah, I can't do that. My computer will not be happy if I'm like, oh, let's open more things other than the back end of the streaming.
Oh, another great shot from Tracy.
Another great ball for Tracy.
Really solid today.
Yeah, very, very solid today. Another 2 points for her here. Definitely nice to see.
Yeah. I believe she was MVP the first year of this league, actually, going back on the Paradise Marvel. I could be wrong, but I think.
I believe she was.
Oh, from behind, Rich gets the strike for 225.
Johnny, is the door open now? Is that why it's so loud?
Someone just came in for a second. That's closed again.
Okay. Who was coming in to take a peek?
I can't remember their name.
Oh, okay.
Are you putting me on blast right now? Please don't watch back this stream.
So Robbie's going to have a great game up there as well.
Yeah. Definitely wishing he could take back that second and third frames. Just a little bit of a stumble there, but still a great way to finish out the season with that 280.
280 is a great game.
Yeah.
3 points for the Carnage on the board.
Nope.
And yeah, Daryl shut out Derek with his 270.
Did you just say 3 points for the Carnage? You mean 2?
Yeah, 3.
2. What?
Brad Tracy and Rob.
Why did I give 1 to the Roses?
I'm not sure. I mean, Daryl has shut out Derek, so like they do have 1.
I don't know why I was. I think it's because I'm looking at, because normally there's different score screens. And I feel like I'm looking at one and I think I'm looking at the other. And I'm like, and then the fact that they're on like the wrong
other
side of the
side,
screen for what lane they're supposed to be on. I'm like, what is going on?
A huge game from Michaela as well. 340.
Dynamite. She is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So solid for the Roses this year.
So we are going to see that
1245.
So not quite as high as our predictions were looking.
No.
We were all very optimistic.
Well, I thought
with
the
our
fact that we were
predictions.
playing for the pride against each other, I thought that was going to skyrocket the scores.
Uh-huh.
But I guess instead it did the opposite.
That's all right.
Too much pressure. Nice cover. Last ball of the regular season. Hopefully it's a good one.
Yeah.
Put it in the ditch.
I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Do a penguin belly slide to the
what a way to
arrows. Bobby, I was like, Bobby's gonna strip on camera. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I don't know if you need me to turn my audio down, but I'm going out for your big group post interview.
Yeah, but can you just turn the audio off for a second while I just like run through? I'm gonna just mute yourself for a sec. Okay, awesome. So with that, we have the Roses finishing with a 1245 to the 1207 for the Carnage, a 5-3 points split. Certainly a great season for the Roses. I'm sure the Carnage were looking for a few more points. We're gonna have Johnny here bringing in some team players.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not sure how loud it's going to be, so I apologize in advance for this.
Should be that.
John. Oh, okay, that's not that loud.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet, at least. Yeah. Do I need to put? I don't need to put the adult talk warning up there.
Nobody wants to come.
None of them want to come talk anymore.
Nobody wants to come and talk. Oh, that's unfortunate.
What about Brad Wilton? He stole that point.
Brad Wilson's taking apart the cameras.
Okay.
We got Mark Miller.
Yeah.
Woo!
Wow, so exciting.
We crushed Parker.
It took 3 people to do it, but they indeed did.
Yeah, they did it. Yeah.
The Miller to beat him. That's it.
Yeah, there we go. Well, certainly great season for you guys. Stacy, looking ahead to the playoffs. Jeff, certainly not what you guys were hoping for to finish things off with those spoilers from Pinsanity. But overall, how are the teams sort of feeling, I guess, on both ends for you guys?
You know, we're obviously disappointed, right? But there were, you know, I think we counted at least 9 points that we left with less than 20 pins at the beginning of the season, and so, you know, that's kind of where our season kind of went this year. So, but good team, and everybody's still positive, so we'll bring it next year.
That's for sure. And Stace, what about you guys? Thinking ahead to the playoffs soon to come?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's our third playoffs. I don't know, 3 times tie. But you know, 4. I don't know.
Yeah, this is the 4th season.
They're just the trash talking family that they are, right? Like it's but would have been a trash talking total house, that one. And we did play no tap, but we just didn't make the changes for you guys.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And a 1.
Yeah.
2 9s,
Couple 9s. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, there was some very confused comments on that.
It's the new scoring system for 5-pin bowling.
Okay. That's
If I got 9 for every head pin I threw, I honestly would be quite happy. So.
Yeah, it would make things a lot better. That's for sure.
Good count.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, we'll let you guys go. We'll let Johnny squirrel back away into the office, so we just wrap up our stream. But thanks so much, coaches. So with that, I was going to say, Tyler, we'll bring up our standings. So
Venom taking 14 today moves them to 53, so they are your fifth place team.
5th spot.
They
And
are going to play the
Roses-
Misfits at 56.5
Yeah.
in that first round of the playoffs.
Mhm.
Mayhem at 59. Roses just jumped ahead of them, taking 6 points today. So they're 59.5. They'll play each other. And then Rock and Rollers winning the Cargill division, 62 points. They will get a first round bye and then play the winners of Venom and Misfits.
Yeah, for sure. And spoiler alert, Tyler, do you want to chat a little bit about Schwartz Division? I actually don't know who took points and what happened.
Yeah. So I don't know the exact point count, but the Maniacs took enough to get in, and then the Lumberjacks and the Bombers actually ended up tying at 48.5. And I believe the Lumberjacks win the tiebreaker. So Lumberjacks are into the playoffs, I think, for the first time for both the Minto and the Maniacs.
Right. Yeah.
So that first round is going to be a big one for both teams making their playoff debut. And then you'll see Dynamite and Avalanche playing the 2-3 match. So a couple of Winnipeg teams playing against each other. And then next gen we'll have the winner of Lumberjacks and Minto.
So that means that you guys are the only previous champion that's made it in, correct? Because the Bombers and the Crushers both did not.
Both of them are out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah, I
guess
was gonna say.
are better than the Crushers and the Bombers.
The Bombers?
It's on camera. I'll say it on
I was
camera.
saying it. Yeah.
It was a charity act the first 2 years. We knew that this is how it was going to shake out, so we let them have their wins. And
the old guys
Yeah,
have
of
some
course.
they put in the work and stuff. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, they paved the way for the next generation. There we go. But still, great season for all of those teams. I mean, both the Bombers and the Crushers just barely missing the playoffs, right? If it was going to a tiebreak, we're just one single point, meaning that they didn't make it into the playoffs there. But huge congratulations to all of the bowlers on their seasons, even if they didn't make it into the playoffs. So we'll have playoffs coming up here soon, crowning maybe a new champion. Who knows what we're gonna see? I'm not gonna, give away any indicate who I'm cheering for or not cheering for. I'm not cheering for no one. Don't worry, I'm fine. Oh, you're wearing a sweater. Yeah, of course. We know who Johnny's cheering for. But yeah, with that, we're gonna sign off. Best of luck to all of our bowlers bowling in their open provincials next weekend. I know in BC and Ontario, I think in Manitoba as well. And in Alberta, of course, we'll be seeing many of our viewers down there and many of the bowlers we watched today. So best of luck to them. Best of luck to the folks who are bowling in the Green and Gold tournament and IP Nationals the week after that. And then we'll be back for the first round of playoffs, I think the first weekend in May.
I also believe there's an NBT event coming up within the next
weekend as Green and Gold.
Well, yeah. So good luck to all them out there as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully a lot of daddies come home.
Yeah, of course. Now we can actually see Tyler's facial reaction to that. But so with that, thanks so much, Ty and Johnny, for joining me today on the 5PL stream. And with that, we're going to end our stream and play our end credits.
All right. Thanks,
all
everyone.
Right, thanks so much, guys.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centres across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
Financial freedom begins with financial literacy.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm thrilled to be a sponsor. My journey began as a teacher because of my deep passion for education. I brought that same passion into the financial world to help families achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about knowing more. That's why I'm here to help you make smart decisions with insurance, investing, and lending, all in one place. I'm Dave, and together we'll help you achieve financial freedom.